And we're live.
Welcome to our corner.
Welcome to our little corner of hell.
There we go. There you are.
Today we'll be playing video games.
We will be playing The Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker for the GameCube.
The Game Square.
Truly the most marvelous of machines. Matched only by the PlayStation 2.
The ultimate console.
Just delete that embed. Ignore that one, as I was the last person to post to there, and boom.
The only thing I know about Wind Waker is it is home to the least fuckable Ganon. Which is not to say it's unfuckable, because it's still Ganon at the end of the day.
I don't know.
Okay, who said that? That it's the
Yeah.
least fuckable? Because, like...
It's a
Like-
cartoon is what I'm saying. Like the art style.
This is one of the most sexualized Ganons.
Yeah.
Cervical cancer.
Oh shit.
Cervical cancer. Damn.
That's just what the ad popped up as.
We
Your
love to
cervix.
see it.
No mulch.
Gonna open Stream
j-
Talk.
The jumping spider.
Yes. Alright. I'm gonna give a couple minutes for people to filter in. And then we'll begin.
You know what? Since this game takes place on an island, I'm gonna go out on the beach for a minute. Let me take off my cool socks. Wait, no, I went to. Well, I'll stay.
Stop pissing me off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why am I pissing you off?
You keep mentioning you want to feel the sand beneath your toes, meanwhile I'm in hell.
Okay.
I want to feel the sand beneath my feet, the rain on my skin, etc., etc. And yet here I am, studying for finals week, and I've had a headache for 3 days straight.
Damn.
Which probably says very good things about my health.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm sure
okay,
there's
I've had a
nothing
headache for
negative
3
about
days straight.
Oh, That's
Same
not
amount of days.
For just the fact that our AC still busted. Heyo! I got that in at the very start.
Alright, but seriously though, I'm gonna go get a snack. BRB. Oh wait, we're starting now.
I mean, we're not.
Oh, okay, good. 1 second.
Oh, so close. How do I power stance a weapon again?
How you power stance is you have the same weapon type in both your left hand and right hand slot. So one
What if
rapier
I
and
take my weapon out of the left-hand slot?
you're not power stancing anymore.
If I just have something in the right-hand slot and nothing in the left-hand slot.
That's not power stancing.
Okay. That's silly.
The reason it's called I can't remember why it's called power stancing, but like it is basically just effective dual wielding.
Are we reading this?
No, we're just letting it play. Because
Yeah,
I'm pretty
okay,
sure I'm
so
going to have to read this
backstory.
again once the game starts.
Oh, is this just the title screen?
Yeah, I haven't actually started the game. I figure a tone setter would be nice.
Speaking of games that have one music track, Zelda's not that bad, but they got this medley back in 1987, and that's it. That's the last thing the franchise has done.
Hey, Ditz. The music's coming through on Discord, right?
On Discord, yes.
Gotcha.
The hitbox on that attack just pissed me off. I was to the side. Sniffle. Well, at least now I know. In a quick Kingdom Hearts 2 update, critical mode is what I'm doing to prove I'm better than everyone else. And it's been easy so far because obviously the game just started, but my first challenging boss was in fact the two-parter in Beast Ballroom. There were like two attacks I couldn't figure out how to dodge, and so I just had to tank them, and Sora doesn't know Cure yet. And Donald's my girl. He's only been healing me, but it's like, because I disabled everything else. But it's still frustrating.
Sounds like Mulch is back.
Whatever would make you say that he's back.
Or close to being back.
The fight against the Beast I thought was going to be a lot harder, but it really wasn't, thanks to Cogsworth kicking his ass. I'm assuming that's the reason why we're able to stun him, I don't really know.
Yes.
Surprised I don't get a summon for the Everjail.
The only time you get a summon for an Everjail is Blythe, when you fight Darrowil.
I mean, I've never done Everjail before, so...
Oh, well, good luck. Some of them are easy, some of them are annoying. What are we naming?
Link.
Oh, should have named him Cassander.
This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace.
As opposed to short mountains, no war.
But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself.
I'm sure it would be very funny.
I think
With
it would
its
have been.
strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. I will say I'm just reading this because there is obviously not a, But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, there's not a way for me to pause
elderly
it.
British narrator.
A young boy, clothed in green, appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light.
By that I mean he had a flashlight.
This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time.
Hear that, everyone? Get your official timelines ready.
The boy's tale was
Nintendo
passed down
branded.
through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all had thought been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you.
But the hero
I
did
burped.
not appear.
Kyrie's grandma is telling us a story right now.
Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate.
Oh my god, Fire and Face reference.
What became of that kingdom? None remain who know.
Speaking of Fire and Fates, Excelblum's doing a new challenge. Birthright, but all enemies have 100% crit rate.
The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age.
But only boys.
Well,
There are no women.
Clothed
Women
in the
found
green of
dead in Hyrule.
fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage like the hero of legend.
Youths.
how you doing, fellow youths? Oh, Hey, Jack.
Kids these days don't even know what it takes to be the hero of time. Crazy.
All they know is eat hot chip, play on their
And
phone,
lie.
and lie. Yeah.
Eat hot chip, play Honkai Star Rail, and
Big
lie.
brother!
For the
That bird's so fucking huge.
Oh,
I
for
want
the
it
car?
dead.
on the downstairs.
Big brother! Big brother!
She's farsighted. She needs the Monica class to see.
Yes.
I knew you'd be here.
Oh,
Terrifying.
This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Errol's Lookout. So do you remember what day it is today?
hey, Leafy is here.
You're still half asleep, aren't you?
No, I'm awake.
Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while
Two family
now.
members?
Yeah, Graham.
It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think?
We need to kill
Oh.
his grandma. He can't just
No.
have a guardian figure like that.
Listen,
How's he going
we
to be a
don't
protagonist?
we don't call her grandma. We call her Gram.
Yeah,
She
no
looked
wonder
like
Kyrie's
Gram.
not a Keyblade wielder. She has a whole guardian. No wonder this Link's a failure.
He's not. He's actually very cool.
Why does he have someone who tucks him in at night and gives him a little kiss on the mouth?
What? What was that last part?
Gives him a little kiss on the mouth?
Is there no way to change this from inverted left and right?
Die.
Nope, you're fucked. Stupid Elden Ring question. So I beat up an Erdtree avatar, right? Killed that woman. On the map, there's still a minor Erdtree that's like glowing. Am I supposed to have a golden seed here?
No. That just tells you where one is, in case you haven't beaten the Erdtree avatar, and just it sort of stays there. It's a landmark. Oi, Link!
I agreed.
Oh, you want to do this one?
Yeah, sure. I'll do
Go
an
ahead.
occasional one. Okay.
What's that? Today's your birthday? Well, congrats, buddy. Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Wow, I
That's the
swear,
voice you chose?
Yeah.
wow, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day. But look at how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it? Like, you'd be surprised at
The things people drop.
in the grass. It's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Except, you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common
That's a
sense,
good
buddy.
point. Me when I need a grass cutting tool.
Yeah, same. Look at the piggy. Look at him. Kawaii.
Oh my god, hey Ka.
No. He's just a little piggy. Look at that
I have
GameCube
been
animation.
sleeping for God knows what, sir. I'm probably in some sort of time chamber similar to Breath of the Wild. He's breaking the simulation! Get him!
Man, remember? So, in that stupid timeline that didn't make any sense and was dumb, was
God.
this one of the timelines? So, Ocarina of Time was first, right? In
Yes.
that timeline?
Yes. That's the diverging event, I believe.
Yes.
Mm.
Because there are 3 Ocarina of Time timelines. Or branches.
Which is so
There's-
goofy.
There's the branch where Link goes to Hyrule Castle to kill Ganondorf and dies, which leads to the original.
Yep.
The NES quarantine zone, yeah.
There's the timeline as it follows on from Link going into the future and killing Ganondorf in the future, which I believe leads to Twilight Princess.
That makes sense.
And then there's Link returning back to the past after having killed Ganondorf in the future to kill Ganondorf in the past with all of his skills, leading to Majora's Mask and this one.
Yeah.
And there's
Which
a
I
fourth
believe is
one.
the Doom timeline. No, the one is defeated is the Doomed timeline. I don't know.
And then there's a fourth timeline where Link eats soup instead of rice before going on his adventure.
There is a time island known as Breath of the Wild, which is just doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Breath of the
Yeah, that was
Wild
the one.
was tied in to the rest of the Hyrule timelines as the end point of all timelines. Welcome, Let.
Really?
Yeah,
That-
no,
What are we discussing?
we're discussing Hyrule timeline.
Good.
I'm
Oh,
going
thanks,
to be
Samara, he
abundantly
corrected me.
clear. I don't actually care about the Legend of Zelda timeline. None of it matters to me.
Yeah.
The Hyrule Historia was ultimately like put together as a marketing gimmick for one game.
Pretty much.
I
Skyward
can-
Sword, right?
Yeah, Skyward Sword. Okay, Amaranth has corrected me. Twilight Princess is on the child timeline where Link goes back to the past after killing Ganondorf in the future and kills Ganondorf in the past. Wind Waker
Well,
is
he doesn't
on...
kill. He doesn't kill Ganondorf in the past. What happens is that he and Zelda tell the King of Hyrule about Ganondorf's no. Ganondorf gets punished by the King and the Seven Sages, and
Okay.
that's where he gets a fucking giant sword out of light shoved in him, but he doesn't die, and that's how he shows up in Twilight Princess. In Wind Waker, it's adult timeline. Because Link has gone back in time, there is no hero spirit in that timeline, so when Ganondorf comes back, the people pray for help, and the goddess is just like, fuck it, and flood Hyrule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final thing about the timeline before we continue. At time of release, it actually does make, to me, at least a good amount of sense, and it's not all that confusing. It's simply they didn't, play to it afterwards, and so then people try to squeeze in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and even now Echoes of Wisdom for some reason, and they try to make all that work, and maybe it does, but they clearly didn't have it in mind. So
Exactly.
why?
That's kind of
at the time it makes sense.
That's kind of
Beyond
my
that,
thing.
whatever.
That's kind of my thing about the timeline is that it so obviously feels like it's retroactive canon welding.
Oh,
that
it is.
I wouldn't say it disgusts me, but I think it's very silly, is what I think it is.
There are a good number of problems with it, even considering, when it came out. But, yeah, it is ultimately just retroactive canon welding. Anyway.
Yeah.
Where was I? Wow, I hope I'll be able to jump like you someday, Link.
Damn.
Okay. He does not play b-ball.
Random orphan.
He is not
will
Oh
fucking
be
boy,
bowling.
I hope that I can jump over to that rock like you do, Link. What is jumping? Jump from one location, but is it truly jumping if it doesn't give you any sense of relief from it? I just complimented you, Link. I just saw a wild pig! Ooh, see? Look, that black one there, don't you see him? This is perfect.
Oh my
My wife
God.
was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Link? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert about their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold R to crouch, and tilt the left stick to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly.
Real.
You could also distract it with bait, I guess.
With the GameCube's immaculate clicky-clacky shoulder buttons.
Yes,
come
I
on.
am playing
Click-clack
this on my
so
first-party shoulder
clicky-clacky.
buttons.
Yeah. Oh my god, just the sound that they make. The chunk, chunk.
I understand why they haven't just in modern days they've gone for the more generic controller design. But God, I miss the GameCube controller.
The
It's
GameCube
legitimately
controller
really
was
cool.
literally designed based off of how you use it. And that's...
The only problem with it is the C-stick, and even then, that's a minor gripe.
Well, yeah, but again, it's intended to be how you use the controller. Games,
Right, yeah.
Nintendo games at that time didn't need a right stick.
Nope.
I just missed the N64 one where I could soothe myself by sucking on the middle. When
See,
I
the
walked around a
N64
Mario
controller
Kart.
wasn't that hard to use.
I
It wasn't.
No, I'm gonna be the odd man out here. I do not know how to hold it.
I'm gonna cry.
The way you hold it depends on the game. Some games prioritize the middle and the right, sometimes games prioritize the middle and the left, some prioritize the left and right. So you change how you hold it depending on the game you're playing.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
facing
stupid.
a horrible conundrum in Elden Ring. I just got a backless dress with horrible combat stats.
put the
I'm
backless
so
dress
sorry
on.
for
backless
you.
evening gown.
Yeah, put the backless dress on.
What's the dress?
The deathbed dress.
Oh, you found Fia's set.
Oh, is that what she's wearing?
Yes.
Oh my god. Quincy's. I still won't sleep with you.
Boink.
But besties.
Boink.
But yeah,
Your
I-
grandma was calling for you, Link. And so was my mom.
behead this child.
I get that with the N64 controller, but like, it's not just the design, it's also that the analog stick is very delicate and easy to break. Like,
It's also very good at breaking your hand.
I love that fucking stick.
Oh, Link, happy
It's-
birthday. Hey, did your sister
fact-
Errol find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me, so she could help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press R. Can you tell her that for me?
The fact that Mario Party 1's control stick spinning minigames were so catastrophically bad that they've like in tandem with the N64's analog stick, the fact that that is such a bad combination that they just basically stopped doing control stick spinning minigames for ages is so funny to me.
it
Why-
is.
Yeah,
no,
go on
I don't-
back.
It also has not stopped me from doing that every time I played an N64 game.
No!
I'm getting more used to the PS4 controller. It does still hurt my finger sometimes, specifically with Elden Ring, because I hold down R a lot in Elden Ring to run on torrent. But that's also because of how I play Elden Ring, so that's really just my fault. But it's specifically, and maybe it's just my model, is the the controller pressing into my palm also like hurts after a while.
I think I know what you mean. There's a certain sometimes when I play with the PlayStation controller, like I'll press on both sides of the controller, not any buttons, just like intention, like I'll
Squeezing, yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
that,
an action game console mainly, and so a
yeah,
lot of tense
exactly.
moments. I'm squeezing my cheeks and I'm squeezing the controller, and they hurt
Sekiro
both.
did that. Sekiro did that to me.
Like, where you going, buddy? Oh my god.
Oi, Link!
Ah!
Press L and A to talk to me. That's
I
correct.
guess my only-
You're a smart one.
I thought the pig was talking to you.
You, my friend,
No.
have just L targeted me. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press L to face forward, you know. It's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use L targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag, not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room.
I love the way the tutorial of this game is set up implies that like everyone in Hyrule in this game just constantly has the same UI that Link does just in their life.
Yeah.
Like everyone just sort of knows about the buttons.
I miss
are in the
button
corner of your
tutorials like
vision.
this.
Instead
so
of
funny.
instead of a brain, they have a GameCube controller in their head, where a brain would be.
Today is your birthday, isn't it, Link? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell the truth, I could congratulate myself too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? I've stunned you all into silence, I see.
I just wanted to say one more thing about the N64 thing.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm just saying, I grew up with PlayStation. Oh my god, the poor pig.
The pig is fine.
The pig is quite fine. We have picked him up.
I need to find Hydia. Gotcha. Okay.
Why, did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home, you sweetie. Okay, Link, hold out your hand. This is your reward.
Here is your reminder to everyone in chat that there's no such thing as a teacup pig. Every pig will become pig-sized. You should not get a pet pig unless you know you can handle it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree.
And you almost certainly can't.
Nope. Unless you know
Why?
what you're doing.
This little darling is cute as a button. You know, it's so cute that I wouldn't mind having even more of them.
Cute as a button has always been a very strange phrase to me. Like,
I think it.
I think it's
I
French.
love it. I always thought it was just Southern.
I'm sure it is. It's fucking French. Horrible. Having fun there?
I was trying to get in the perfect position because I had been having trouble picking up pigs earlier.
Oh, Ditz, you've been having a time over there. What are you doing?
I mean, I've been reading them.
this has been doing what Ditz always does, which is write snippets of fanfiction in the Twitch chat.
Yeah. Alright, time to go through Karia Manor.
But yeah, I miss tutorials like this where people would reference the buttons themselves. I get why
Metal
they
Gear Solid did that.
I get why they stopped because we're now doing console ports on everything, but why did you bring me another piglet? Oh, were you all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself? That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. There's one more pig I know of. I'm sure this is just a fun little diversion. Link's coming of age, where a single breeze wind wakes him up to believe that he is in a simulation. Where is it? It was over here. I'm coming for you, pig.
I love these enemies. Shout out
What's
to
it
the
over
little,
here?
like, living hands in Elden Ring with the little acrylic nails on. I'm obsessed with them. Who does their nails? Do they do it? Do they, like, help each other with it? You know? So many unanswered questions. I'm sure we're all wondering.
I think their mother does it for them.
Yeah.
It's adorable. And like their little animations is they're just doing a little finger wiggle. A little Xehanort finger wiggle. Obsessed with that.
I love the hand enemies just because they are Elden Ring going, do you have a fear of hands? No? Well, you should.
The only thing kind of scary about them is just the fact that they have so many fingers. Like if they were normal hands, I don't think I would care.
Oh, look at this one. You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs on the whole Great Sea. Hey, Oinker, oink oink. Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be like a big pig jamboree in there. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. I can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Link.
You got
$20.
a strip of bacon.
I guess I'd better think
No.
of some names for these little oinky woinkies, huh?
It's very funny to me that, like, because of where your little guy is positioned, it looks like you don't have 80 rupees, you have 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, once the Bayonetta outfit is done, we'll actually not have a prop blocking the lower right-hand corner of the screen.
Hooray!
Hot. And now just to lift this rock, I believe, and that's everything. Oh, I guess go into the tutorial. Ba-bum, ba-ba, da-da, da-da. You're growing up, Link, which means you're going to need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manner of topics for many years now. Now, I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately, I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly, and before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know.
When reading leads to knowing. What?
Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No. The brain's a muscle too, I think.
He doesn't watch Rick and Morty.
Good.
He has no
That's
brain.
smarter.
Mhm.
Anyway, the only thing he does is study the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot, as if that's of any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Ladder.
This is a very precarious house.
Quiet.
Like this, you could fall and seriously hurt yourself there.
And he is such an old man. He would fall on that engorged head of his, and it would crack open like a melon.
It would.
I was gonna say like an egg.
His
Um,
that
egghead,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, egghead.
All of
Humpty
the yolk, that being the fluids in his, his blood and such, that all starts leaking out, and it'll be horrible and gross.
And then Link starts singing Humpty Dumpty.
I honestly don't remember this room. Like, I know all of the things said in this room. I have played the video game, but I don't remember ever going in here.
How not to regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way not to regret things one wanted, but failed to do, is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity may strike. If one's life energy is
Calamity.
extinguished before one has had a chance to save, then one's life will have been lived in vain. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life. Press start or pause and choose save on either item screen or the quest status screen. Press A to talk to people. I do like diegetic tutorials. I know I said that earlier, but
Now
wish
you need
we
to say
had
it in
more.
different words.
What was that,
Mhm.
Mask?
See, I wish we had more.
I
small
think,
sports
like,
games. I feel like people think like, oh, it gets me out of the immersion, and it's like, I think that's on you.
it's one of those things where I think because they're trying to make game worlds that like acknowledge the fourth wall less. So effectively, the tutorials are pasted on the outside of the fourth wall for you to look at,
Basically,
And-
yeah.
Which
instead
to
of
me is more
being
immersion
talked
breaking.
around within the walls.
I can see both arguments, to be honest. I think it all depends on the game.
It's like you're never gonna get a game that doesn't acknowledge that it's a game. And when you try to do that, you end up with yellow paint problem. And so
Not really.
just accept that you're making art in the format that you're in and engage
I would
with it that way.
No, I am with Mulch a little bit in that there are a good deal of games where a diegetic tutorial would not make sense.
Yeah. Like,
But in the case of like long RPGs, like I remember tutorials like this and the lady on the street in Persona 4 talking about how great the square button is, and then going, what is the square button? I don't really know.
Love that.
Link, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? You must build strong muscles from now
today.
on. Strong muscles! You have
I
come
think
at the
this guy
perfect
sounds
moment.
you have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Like that.
Allow me to... I can't do that.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can, then press A. That is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. There are no ulterior motives here. First.
I made it to the second floor of Carrion Manor. Is it Carrion or Carian? I guess Railucaria, so Carian.
Carian Manor or Carrion Manor, they kind of pronounce it both ways.
Yeah.
I hate that.
It is just because even in, like, it is one of those words that in English is ambiguous due to the way graphemes are.
Yeah.
Like, English is not a tremendously, like, specific language.
Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. His is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He is quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times I am ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Link. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold, and to that end I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills with the sword? Muscles are only a delusion of those who dream of being bigger than their own egos. There's nothing better than, you old now? Old enough to smack this wall. Go smack this wall. I must leave before I get into, accidentally dodge rolls into the door.
I love the musical element of this game's combat system.
Yeah. Good, that is enough. It is as I foresaw. One day you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But, if for any reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again.
Oh my god, the Miku soldiers are attacking me.
I'm looking at Outset Island, and its shape, and it looks like a Korok.
Oh yeah, it
Thank
does.
goodness.
Oh god. From Breath of the Weast.
Well, actually, from this game.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Breath of the Weast guys look like this game's Korok.
Okay, I want to explore a little bit before. Alright, let's look at this. We've got onions. And some kind of herb. Some cooking utensils. Soup. Pictograph. That's
We've
it.
got music from Minish Cap.
And now we climb.
What is this from? I don't remember what building this is from.
Fuck!
Whatever.
Damn.
Maybe the not glintstone, the gimmick of Minish Cap, where you
Kinstone?
try to match stone. Kinstone, thank you. I think this may be the Kinstone thing. Anyway,
I've been waiting for you, Link.
Yeah, shitty old
Link.
shitty old things.
Try these on.
hold on.
It's
What's she doing?
Gram. No, I'm saying like do the shitty voice, the shitty old lady voice.
Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes.
I like how he looks
got
on
the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look
Looks
so
directly at
disappointed.
Cassandra's
dear
real life
one.
situation.
Yeah.
Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day. So don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies.
She
Super
looks
normal.
She looks like she eats pumpkins.
But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our
Like
ways
her head
are
is
the
pumpkin.
ways of peace.
It's
Nowadays,
shaped like a pumpkin, her head.
I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. So I'd better get started. So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Errol.
Now we are green. We may camouflage in with the grass to hunt predators, prey, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So aren't those clothes hot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I don't like this outfit, Grandma. This will set me on the path for the simulation to truly start. Please.
Thank you, Grandma.
For
And then
me.
he runs away.
Fine. I don't see... Oh, sweet gosh, dandy doodle, I feel so alive.
Yeah, don't let the snot boy near it. Amaranth makes a great point. Better yet, kill the snot boy.
No. The problem
Kill
is
your shitty child. For all I care. It's simply not my problem.
Exile him from the island and have him die due to, you know, the natural elements, much like Pete the cat from Kingdom Hearts.
No.
Hoy, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? Oh,
No wonder it's
wow.
so ugly.
You look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So anyway, Link, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope. This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Oh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Hey, what's that, Link? Are you looking at the red post box? Oh god, it's fully inverted controls.
Ah! Oh! Mhm.
The postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? Ah, Link, look up at the sky! The sky!
Bird.
Bird.
Evil, as most birds are.
Good heavens, she has melanin.
Impossible.
Link, this is so terrible! That girl fell into the forest! She needs help! But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Errol, go home.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Give me just a second, I'm checking something. Link, look, it's Shadow Ho-Oh. It's like Lugia, but evil.
I mean, I would say it's more like hollow but evil, because like we did have a Shadow Lugia as well.
And also, Lugia just is evil. And good for him.
Oh? What is the matter, Link? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Lugia isn't evil.
It's like neutral in the I don't care about humanity kind of way. Doesn't have anything against us, doesn't have anything for us particularly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Press only B.
Oh, we have to do this again.
He's the red. Ooh, yeah. I agree.
Very good, keep thrusting.
Yes. Wise words for life.
And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Link. I give it freely. Take the blade with you.
Normal thing to do for a nebulously about 9 to 16-year-old.
I refuse to believe this kid is older than 12.
Luckily, that falls into the range Let just described.
A little bit in, yeah, but you know,
12 is
right
about
in
the
middle,
average
actually.
of that range, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is with the Wind Waker art style is that basically anyone who's younger than 18 looks extremely homogenous. Most ages under adult are very hard to guess.
yeah, that's pretty true.
Which isn't all that different from real life. Children don't start having genders until they're like 10, maybe. Granted, children don't start becoming people to me until they're 10, so whatever.
That's kind of fun.
No, I'm not gonna play Legacy of Rust. I'm gonna play Plutonia.
If they wanted to be given humanity, they shouldn't look so hideous. And I say that about my own siblings. Love them so much. They were so ugly. Just an atrocity. I was like, is that why God stays in heaven?
Because he too.
Fears the average middle schooler. Yeah.
Ah, my wrist is hurting a
hope
little
so.
bit.
I mean, the average middle schooler has no fear of God, so. Fair's fair. I feel very disconcerted seeing him in that stance without a shield, especially because he's very clearly holding his right arm like he should have a shield.
Right.
Alright, got the first Revenant. I mean, Archvile.
Those are very different things.
Yeah, I know. In my mind, they're both grouped in the same area, though, which is Bastard.
I mean, one of them is significantly more bastard than the other, though.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, at the rate at which people are going to put more Revenants down than they're going to put Archviles down. So while one
Unless they're just insane and evil.
1 minute. I gotta be right back.
See, the problem with
apologies.
Oh no, you're fine. Fuck. That Archvile just one-hitted me. Fuck. Hmm.
Miss Loretta, please. Oh, that's why she's pissing me off. She's immune to everything. Why would they do that?
What am I gonna do? I guess since we're still early in the stream, would anybody... Well, I'll wait for Cass to come back.
What are you asking?
I'm thinking about running up and grabbing some food.
Go.
Okay. I'll be
I
back.
do generally recommend eating food.
I know, but like leaving the house kind of deal, looking for food kind of deal.
I mean, like, whatever.
Okay. Well, let me Google Maps real quick. There's nothing near me. Everything's like at least 10 minutes away.
That's not near.
I guess not. But... I'll be back. Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's funny is it just so happened that like I redid my build to have more magic in it, and then the first boss I end up against is Loretta, where magic is just not the vibe. So thank you, Edgar, for giving me your spear. We're gonna try that. Mulch went to get food. Don't like this. Not the vibe there. I hate a swinging bridge.
I love suspension bridges.
Just in case you ever wanted a fun fact about me, I'm not a fan. There used to be one at the park near my house, and we would have to like go across there to get through the park on like the little walking trail, and it would scare the shit out of me. Greta, where are you going?
Hello.
Yep.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea for dinner. In around 22 minutes or something, I'm gonna order pizza and go get it. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Not cool. So we're in the forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're about to fight. Aw.
Wow, what's with that getup? Well, whatever. So where am I?
Wow, your clothes fucking suck.
Oh, that's right. The giant bird game and... Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness. You're safe. When I saw you get dropped on this summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? Hello! So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain? Welcome to chat, B-U-D.
Bud. Oh, only one letter away from being the ultimate zombie. Bub. Day of the
Well,
Dead.
wasn't that nice of it?
Who is this new person? What did he say?
He said
Hello. Hello. Oh, be you, as in you person.
Yes.
Yes.
Cassandra, what's the word at the top of the display?
What? Huh?
I keep talking, you nobody explodes joke.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Who's on First segment?
Oh,
It
yeah.
has like you, why are you, and then you, the letter. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny. I was smart.
I'm sure it was. Funny.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy?
What about this boy?
Don't worry about him. Come on.
That's like if like a guy explodes in the middle of the street and the investigator is like, "But what about this guy?" And he points to a guy who's just standing there. He had nothing to do with it.
You're so right. Exact same situation.
Exact same
Indistinguishable.
Indistinguishable. In fact. Bird 2, Revenge of Bird. I like how he just fucking runs.
Stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. When I first saw Tetra, I thought Tetra was a guy. Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they are all.
What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know, pirates? The terror of the seas?
I really
what do
like
we get
how
out of
this
bringing
game-
some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. What was that, Mulch?
I like how this game starts not with like the prophecy telling Link to go save the world. It starts with him wanting to save his sister.
Yeah. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us now, does it?
Valid.
And how do you figure that? Whoa, whoa, whoa there! Just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please. All I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook that My point is... Thank you. My point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Link here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it?
Swear, this guy's this guy's like Columboing Tetra. It's so good.
Absolutely.
And one more. And one more.
Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Link's sister has made its foul nest to the north, on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Link a little help now, wouldn't it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on, even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with. Anything. Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me.
Real quick, is it stowing away if the person knows you're stowing away? At that point, you're just a passenger.
Link, I thought I heard Errol's voice cry from far away. Is it really true? What is it, Link? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Errol? Is she still playing outside with the gulls?
Errol's bird food.
What's the matter? Is there something wrong? Is it something you can't even tell your grandma?
They don't let you tell her? That's crazy. Just gonna lose both of her grandchildren and just leave her there? Okay, Sora. Okay, blatant disrespect for your family. Love that.
Link. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. You got the hero's shield. This is the legendary shield said to have been used by the hero himself.
I also want to say one more thing. I really do like how expressive Link is in this game. I think that's something they did a very good job with.
I guess it is true. Errol really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Oh, Errol.
Now we should probably... Oh, hey, Dad.
Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? Are you going to get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Are you ready? Ow. Good luck, Link. Good luck finding Errol. Take care of yourself.
God, I love the expression work in this game. It's so good.
I'm actually kind of tearing up.
Yeah.
How much longer is this going to go on, do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island?
You've heard of a tsundere, now get ready for a woman who wants your innards outards.
That Nico didn't make out half bad, with you being the new Swabian doll. New Swabbies always get stuck doing the hardest work. It's a real raw deal, but hey. I'll tell you, it sure sounds like Nico is happy to finally not be the bottom rung on the pirate ladder. You bet he is. Hey, but don't sweat it. I'm sure you'll do just fine, so long as you don't disobey him.
Hey guys, I hate to do this, but I need to take a shower. Then I'm
Alright.
gonna
Hey,
order
bye.
pizza, and then I'm.
It's alright.
What? Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back though. Just it'll be. A minute.
So your name's Link, right? That's one weird getup you got on there. So what's the deal? Is that popular back on your island or what? Now that I think about it though, I think I've seen an outfit like that before somewhere.
To be clear, I really like Tetra for a lot of reasons. She does feel very inspired. She does feel very of the 2000s cool girl sort of vibe. Where it's like women who can kill and want to kill you specifically.
Into
So,
the big blue, boys. Turn the ship full to starboard. We head for the northern seas. Listen, Shrimp. You're really creeping me out standing there like that, so quit it, yeah? Stay out of my way. Way out of my way. Go down below and find Nico. Link, listen, kid. You can't just stand around on deck. You'll get in everyone's way. I've told Nico to look after you, so you'd better report below decks and ask him what you should be doing. But there's a ladder. You! Get out of the way, will ya? Turn around right now. Climb down. I think I can drop from here without taking damage. Stop right there. This is Miss Tetra's cabin. Most of us real pirates aren't even allowed in here. There's no way we're letting an outsider in. Don't you even think it.
Real.
Oh, well now. Ahoy there, Swabby. As of today, I am your superior, Nico. Now, I promise I'll go easy on you, so you do as I say, okay? Right, now first off, you have to take the test all new pirates have to take. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready. You watch everything I'm about to show you real careful-like, so you can cram it into your no-doubt mushy, swabby brain.
Damn.
First off, you gotta press this switch. This is the only easy part. Just walk up to it and tilt the left stick forward to step on it. Presto, switch pressed. Now, check it out. After the platforms rise up from the floor, you gotta jump on them. Okay, so I was able to jump to the first one myself, but that next one is too far, right? That's when you gotta do this. If you jump right at the rope, you can grab onto it and use the left stick back and forth to swing. Swing until you get close enough to the next platform, then press A to let go and jump to it. So, do you think you got how to do it? You have to swing from platform to platform and try to get to the entrance of that room over there. Here's the problem though, Swabby. The platforms only stay raised for a little while, so if you don't get there by the time they drop, you have to start over. It will probably take you at least 1 year before you're good enough to make it all the way here. 1 rough year. 1 tough year full of bumps and bruises. Of course, if you manage to do it faster, I'll reward you. Now give it a try! This ought to be good for a chuckle or two. Oh, that was almost bad. What? You did it already? I'm proud to have you as my underling. I wonder if it's okay to just give that to him. I don't see why not. I doubt it'll get busted. Alright, Swabby, I tell you what. You can have the treasure in that chest over there. It's your reward from the great and generous Nico. I did first try that. Thank you, bud. Hurry and take it before someone else comes. You got the spoils back. You can keep the items you get from enemies in this handy pouch. It can hold up to 8 types of items. Bye. Hey Link, we've reached the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry up and get up here. Hey! Link, here I am, up here. What were you doing with Nico? Don't tell me you were playing some stupid game for treasure. Were you? Well, whatever. There's something you need to see. Have a look over there. That's the cursed isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago it used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Ah, I knew it. Look. Over there, by that window. Have you ever seen so many seagulls flock like that before? I'll bet you anything, that's the place where they've got your sister locked up. But it looks like the whole place is under really tight guard. This won't work. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near landing there. What do we do now? Why am I in a barrel? Oh. Look, don't struggle. If you really want to get into a dangerous place like that, this is the only way to do it. Trust me. We pirates do this all the time. Don't worry about it, it'll be a piece of cake. Is everybody ready? Never you fear, kid. We're pros! We're going to launch you good. 3, 2, 1. And he died.
Thank God. I mean, oh no.
Your sword landed all the way up there? Shoot, I'm sorry. I apologize. I guess my aim was off by a little bit. The look on your face? Priceless. I slipped this stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. It's no ordinary stone either. I can see what you're doing through this stone, and obviously you can hear me through it, so if you see A, you'd better press that button. I put the stone on your quest status screen. Press start and use L or R to scroll around. It's pretty basic. Hey, but listen carefully. I need this back after you save your sister, so don't go losing it, you understand?
Today on my Elden Ring playthrough, I have found Pydia, the freaky little doll man.
Yep.
And I'm kind of obsessed with him. I'm just obsessed with fucked up doll magic in any media. Because, like, my nana is a collector of dolls, and they traumatized me a lot as a kid. And that trauma dictates a lot of my interests. For example, Five Nights at Freddy's, what is that except a bunch of haunted dolls? 8-foot tall dolls with, metal skeletons, but like dolls. And, that's why I understand Pydia. I'm like, okay, that would be terrifying. That'd be a very effective army. Just because I'd shit my pants before I even start fighting them. Valid, real, etc. he does. I'm assuming just based on his vibes, if you do a quest line wrong, he'll turn someone you like into a doll, which, less valid. But he hasn't done that yet, so he's real. Also, I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't know Tetra was such a bitch at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
didn't know it
blame you.
either.
Because Link's super annoying. But, like,
Quite
guy just
literally.
lost his sister, and he's like... I mixed it up again. Tetra's a female. She is just immediately like, you don't think you can take it, huh? You go home, boy, and they cry to your grandma because you lost your sister. It's like, that's not a comeback, Tetra. That's just bullying.
Yep.
You're
Listen
just
up,
being
Link.
mean.
There's a monster running the searchlight up there. If you can slay the monster, then just maybe it'll shut the searchlight down. Oh, God.
The cough was diabetic.
Oh, but you're unarmed, aren't you? All you have is a shield?
We're
on the stealth
I'm only
section.
here. I hated this section as a kid. We had to return the game to Movie Gallery because I was stuck on this section for so long.
Hold
Movie
on.
Gallery, for those who don't know, was a video/game rental place, like a brick and mortar place. It's like your Blockbuster, basically. It's red
That's
Blockbuster.
like Blockbuster, but even less interesting.
Yeah, red Blockbuster, essentially. They were all red, while Blockbuster was blue.
Oh my god, did they make out?
I think so. I think when Netflix came a-calling, I think they were making out.
Right. Cass, are you alive? Did that cough get you?
I'm
Dead.
I'm trying to clear it out.
Oop.
All right.
Poor man.
I just wanted to pop in and check on y'all doing the stealth section. I will be back very, very soon. Because I'm gonna go get my pizza.
Yeah, fine.
All right, BRB.
I also decided to order food today. I ordered some soul food, like red beans and rice and catfish and stuff like that. Just because I felt like it. I also now officially have my most complicated Elden Ring build because I'm cycling through 4 weapons, and each of the combinations is a different playstyle. Because I hate myself, I guess. Okay. I guess back to line time. I have nothing better to do. Go explore those rooftops. I have about 30 minutes until my food arrives because I guess I'm having an early dinner. I didn't want to order it later because what about the 5 o'clock rush? It was a soul food place and it had a $10 off for your first order of $15 or more, so I made an order of $15 exactly. So my meal's going to be $6.50. Because I love a bargain. I say that as if this did actually save me money. I mean, I guess it did, but also I wouldn't have spent this money otherwise. So you decide if that's saving money. Oh, fuck. I love Bach. I like the altered forms of every armor in Elden Ring is just that armor, but like skinnier and with worse stats in every possible way.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you
Welcome
survive
back.
the war?
I don't know. If I were you, I'd try to use my shield to deflect the monster's blows and see if I can make it drop its weapon. If you did that, you could pick up its weapon with A. But that's just me. What'll you do? Damn.
Me when I hit the flop button. Oh, that wasn't just the tutorial. The combat just sounds like that. Damn.
Ah, damn, hitless run over.
You love that joke.
I do love that joke.
I wish I could change what spells I had equipped in the menu. Would that really break the game if I was allowed to do that? Would all game balancing go out the window?
Yes.
How so?
There's a lot of opportunity cost based on what spells you have equipped.
Yes. I guess if you you take up all your slots with the Miku beam and then you don't have like a small one.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
granted, do you need small
Yes.
spells if you have the Miku beam?
Miku Beam is good for big enemy, while small spells are good for many little enemies.
Are you using spells when you just fight small enemies?
Yes.
On a pure end build? Oh, I was using like a weapon. The Saint Trina's something or other.
Sword.
Yeah. I just stopped in the middle of Lindell to look at the stream and immediately got killed. Which, like, my fault, I understand that, but it's very funny. The projectile on the Frozen Needle has just a very weird range. Just ranges in general, actually, in this game confuse me. So many things I think would reach farther than they do. I think specifically what happens is like the particle effect on the Frozen Needle goes like way farther than the actual object does. Because like I'll see the particles go into the model of the guy that I'm fighting.
Dang, I got caught.
Well, stealth run over. I've come for you, Godric. I'm probably still gonna lose. A new thing I've learned about thrusting swords is you can do a feint maneuver.
Yep.
The button combination is hard for me to do, though. Just hold strong attack, and then dodge. Yeah, while you're holding. I don't know. It's whatever. I like the design of the enemies in this game.
Yeah. It suits the game.
I will say the experience of playing Hyrule Warriors and then getting to the Wind Waker section, all the enemies look like this and the world looks like this, but you're using like Twilight Princess Ganon, basically. Bizarre. Not in a bad, bizarre way, but definitely weird.
They sound like they're saying "the heck."
They are. What?
You good, little buddy?
They're just crawling around. What's wrong with that? What's funny is they do feel actually kind of menacing. Are you fist fighting them?
No, I came over here for the chest. We got the compass!
Man. Godfrey's timing windows are just strange. At least it feels intentional. Like, that, I think that's what's meant to be going on. There's been, specifically with Godric, his weirdness just felt like it wasn't meant to happen that way. Godfrey, however, you can also see in his animation, so like there's this little combo where he swings vertically down and then sweeps. And you think the sweep happens right after the swing down, and I mean it does, but it's actually staggered because you can tell midway through the swing he like stops moving for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then swings really fast. And I don't know. One of the things I really do like about Elden Ring is those sorts of animations that like feel like they depict the skill level you would expect from these figures. Kind of like the fact that all of Morgoth's clumsiness and lack of speed and skill are explained by like you can see that like his knee buckles or that his this one I think I may be reading into too much. His knee definitely buckles, but there's one where he does like a big overhead swipe with his cane, and then it looks like his back hurts for a second because like his chest juts forward, like there's a pain in his lower back, and then he stops the attack. Or like he stops it early. Like you would think he would do a full vertical sweep, but it stops like 75% of the way there because his back hurts. And like if that isn't real, I don't know what is. It almost makes me appreciate him. Ah, God.
Aha! I've got it, Link! In order to reach the top of the tower where your sister's being held, you'll have to find the room right below the tower. The path to the tower begins in the rear of that room. You got that? Vic.
In order to get in order to go up the tower, you must first go underneath the tower so that you can be in the tower.
To then go up, yeah. I've discovered the problem with Great Blade Phalanx. I only have enough mind to cast it twice.
Sounds like a problem with your mind, then, not the not Great Blade Phalanx.
So I have to work on that. In the meantime, I'll get Flint Blade Phalanx. I shall have Carrying Greatsword. So I was driving home from Easter not too long ago, because Easter was not too long ago, and I was on the highway, and I was just listening to general pop radio because I didn't have I was gonna do the Riku is gay video essay, but I was just too tired to really unpack that, if we're being honest with each other, and so I was just listening to music. Anyway, I hurt myself emotionally because I was listening to Taylor Swift, which is never a good idea when I want to be happy, and then I was thinking about Xemnas Kingdom Hearts, which is also not the plan if you want to be in a good mood. Anyway, those two wombo comboed, and I was thinking, post KH3, when Saïx has come to his senses, would he not want to throw Xemnas a funeral? And follow-up question: no one would show up and there is nobody. Haha, nobody. But there's like literally no like physical body to be on display. Or even ashes or anything. And then like, I guess he would have to use the portrait. Like the Cunty portrait in the castle. That's, honestly, I wonder if it's still there. We wouldn't know because we don't get to go to Radiant Garden in KH3. But, you know. Which, I mean, for portraits to be displayed at your funeral, you could do worse. You could do King Charles in about 3 months. Where, I mean, I'm sure he'd have a nicer one, but, like, the idea of him having the blood red one does kill me. I am obsessed with that.
The fact that he got, like, that fucking portrait on purpose is still wild to me.
Like, the British royal family have done crazier things, I would say. But, like, that's pretty high up on the list. As part of me is like, do they genuinely not consider the public image of that? Just actually? Because you would think, like, if their entire job is public image, right? Their only job in the entire world is to not look like absolute asses all the time. Don't they have, like, a PR person? Anyway. Back to the funeral headcanon, because that's what I think about.
Oh, I was supposed to push that block. Oh.
It's like... Because in my mind, I have this image of Saïx wanting to do, like, a royal funeral. You know, with all the fanfare, but, like, no one misses him other than Saïx. And Axel. And, like, I guess Larxene will show up. I don't know what Larxene's doing after KH3. She may be booked, but, like, if she's free... I don't know what any of them are doing, actually, after KH3. Like, did they get their memories back? Well, I mean, they got them back after KH... Whatever. Why am I debating the Elrena lore as if that matters? I mean, I guess she just starts making out with Idina Menzel, aka Elsa. I think that's her plan. After the downfall of Organization 13, but again. Stomp is frustrating. Another obscure Kingdom Hearts detail that doesn't matter, but I do wonder, is anyone living in the world that never was after KH2? Because, like, Maleficent said she wanted it as, like, a castle, you know, to base her operations out of. Did she get it? Did she have to buy it for fair market value? Did all the servants come with it? Like, I need that lore. Did she bring her own? Because I know she has them in Sleeping Beauty, but we don't really see them. I mean, I guess she has the heart. She commands the Heartless, right?
Yeah, she does command Heartless. She also does have her henchmen. We fight a good freaking chunk of them as Aqua. And Ventus.
Godfrey, please. You're making this so much more difficult than it needs to be. I just paused Elden Ring as if it lets you do that.
Hey!
Welcome back, Mulch.
Which unrelated, it should. Every game should let you pause unless it's like a multiplayer online moment. I don't think I'm going to break the game if I want to go, like, take a sip of my water while fighting Godfrey. I think he'll be fine.
Well, for
Notably, the only From Software game of their modern stuff that is not, technically speaking, an online multiplayer experience is Sekiro, and Sekiro does allow you to pause.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting Elden Ring is, like, so designed around people coming into your world and trying to kill you. Because that's fun.
Yes.
Words. Okay. But I was like, there's this whole area that's just uninhabited, because presumably without the organization there is no, like, I don't think there's any, like, native life in the world that never was. At most, maybe that's where, like, dusks begin. You know?
Sorry.
And so, like, without Xemnas there, without the organization there, is there no one in this, like, massive truly one of the bigger worlds we've seen. Granted, this is also assuming that the version we see in the various layers of Dreams and Dream Drop is accurate to the real world.
Hey, we got a parry off.
There is absolutely, because, like, especially the version of The World That Never Was that we see as Sora, I don't know if any of that even resembles the version, because he's tripping balls at that point. And you can tell that because all the buildings around him have, like, this weird fuzzy effect, like he's drunk off his ass, which he basically is. Anyway.
I'm back.
Since we see it
Welcome back,
essentially
Mom.
3 times, 4 times, we see the world that never was in 4 different ways. In Cage 2 during the assault, in Days where you live there, and Sora and Riku's sides in Dream Drop.
I am going to say before you continue on, the reason I could never get past this stealth section, not just because I'm bad at stealth, but because I just kept getting lost. Just straight up. Like, it's kind of a maze.
Got her ass.
You see, the problem is that the bird is much bigger than us. If we were maybe the same size as the bird,
We could make out.
I mean,
There
suppose
he
so.
is, the man.
I guess we're doing that right now. Oh my god, Roman reference. He just downvoted the gladiator.
yeah,
Crazy.
I like how he basically Gmod ragdolled when he was thrown. Half-Life 2 sound effects insert. Oh god, here's the boat.
This is one of the things I know about thanks to Hyrule Warriors. Because, of course, Hyrule Warriors expects that you've played this game before.
Yep.
Hyrule Warriors kind of expects that you've played like every Zelda game it references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Link. Link. Wake up, Link. It's currently 86 degrees in my room.
Jesus.
That's too many of them. That's too many degrees.
Actually, 87.
Yeah. Oh.
When I was
Pull
playing-
yourself together, Link.
Ooh. Sorry, I just opened my food and I couldn't stop myself.
In a good
God,
way?
that's good.
Oh, in a good way. Hello, boat. You're a rude little bitch. Boat.
I'll read this line.
You're stupid.
You are surprisingly dull-witted.
Did I use just drop sharply while I was away?
Did I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the King of Red Lions. Do not fear, I am not your enemy. Link. I have been watching you since you went to the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. But such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose
That
you
bird was
saw
too
him,
big.
the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods attempted to cover the land in darkness, and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic.
Slay.
I like how evil magic is in bold text, so you know that it's not just regular magic. Also, are Hylians humans or are they elves?
Humans.
Mm.
They're white.
The elves are the Zora.
Mm.
Tell me, Link, do you still wish to save your sister from him? And
No,
will you
I
do
don't.
anything to save her?
I guess.
I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what should... In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship.
Link
Do
is
you
making the
understand?
face of someone who hasn't listened in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of great.
In that case, we depart to the Great Sea. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is actually
I
an
have
embarrassing
no
for me
ass.
to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And
my
a boat
God,
with no
he
sail
forgot his
can
bra
sail
at
no
home.
seas.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bra.
I have brought you far to the east of the dark days of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you.
Slay. Then how do you get us here?
This island
He
of
has little-
merchants is home to many valuable goods. While the sail must come first, I do not feel limited to buying only it. Once you have it, feel free to stock up on anything else you think you may need.
It's like a... He's got like really long legs that reach the bottom of the ocean floor.
Oh my
He can
god.
still- He can
But
still walk.
remember,
It's
there
just
is
really
no time
slow.
to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done.
Like massive chicken legs.
Yeah.
Big
No.
fucking chicken legs.
That just extend as needed to reach the seafloor.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I was actually more imagining like stick figure legs, you know, like just tubes with feet on the bottom.
Plus, I was
Basically.
thinking chicken legs because chickens are just stick figures wearing feathers.
See, I was thinking of, you know how Jake the dog, you know how Adventure Time looks? You know how their limbs are very small and noodly? That's kind of what I imagine. Yeah,
We're doing Jake the dog.
yeah, basically.
Known guy who eats with his gums.
No.
I love that art. I genuinely love that art. I think it's great.
You know, that explains a lot. Anyway,
Oh, if you please, young boy there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. Okay. Oh, my sweet, sweet daughter, my only daughter, poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth does those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud. Having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please, please save my poor daughter. I beg of you. Here I stand, begging. I hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay!
I think I know which one of those girls was his daughter.
is it the
I'm
noble
gonna be
woman
real.
with the fan?
I think it was the lady with the weird face.
Yeah, I will be...
The ugly face.
You know.
Shout out to
Right
Miss
back.
Ugly Face. Big fan of her.
Okay. Did you see that guy who was walking his walk cycle? What an awesome walk cycle.
To overview what I got for dinner for $6. Bunch of fries, 2 pieces of fried catfish, and about 7 fried popcorn shrimp.
Ooh.
They also threw in like pink tartar sauce, and it tastes like shit. So I'll just use my own tartar sauce. But yeah. Oh, and some lemon. Let me squeeze some lemon on. Shout out to lemons. Big fan. Got 8 with that. He doesn't eat with
What?
many of his decisions. Racism was a flop, but like lemons, great.
Yeah.
Another one of God's questionable decisions, the Tower of Babel. What's up with that? Was it really so bad that we were all kikiing and having fun?
Well, it's less that and more that we were trying to ascend ourselves to godhood, kind of deal.
Like kikiing and having fun?
No. Oh,
Like, why was the punishment inflicts you with French?
because we were getting too big for our britches.
See, but I don't think there was
Giving us
anything that
French was
justifies
reminding us
casting
why we
French
do not
upon a
deserve
portion of the
godhood.
population.
Because, look, we had the capability to become French within us. God just brought it out.
Mm.
He saw many futures and decided that one which should be ours.
Horrible.
But yeah, no, Tower of Babel was trying to reach the same level as God as mortals, and God was not having that.
Shout out to Zalden Kingdom Hearts being French. I have no proof of this, other than his crush on the Beast.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anybody in Kingdom Hearts has a nationality, except Sora, who is Japanese.
Sora's not Japanese.
You'll have to convince me of that, my friend, because I don't
He's an
believe you.
islander. I mean, I know Japan's an island, but like, he's Caribbean, not Caribbean, that's too dark.
Generally, a lot of fans had canon Polynesian.
Yeah, Polynesian. That would be a good one. Because unlike everyone else from Destiny Islands, he actually looks like he's from there and acts like he's from there. He's Polynesian. Now, Riku,
Okay.
I will accept Riku being Japanese. As for how he got
Okay.
on the islands, I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay, but think of this. It's not technically Japanese, but Okinawan.
Still no.
No, Okinawa is around the same area as Japan. It's an island nation.
And I love that for you. But it's Polynesian. Now, Riku is a big question mark. I don't even know where to start with that. But
Don't. Okay. All right.
Kyrie,
That-
unfortunately, is British. She did come from
Yeah.
Radiant Garden. And their king was Christopher Lee, which means she is British.
yeah.
That
I mean, we can
actually
fix
implies
her.
that implies also that most of the Final Fantasy characters as they appear in Kingdom Hearts are British.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I done?
For some of them, that makes sense. Namely, Aerith. Aerith feels like she would be.
Because she's
Maybe it's
part
just 'cause
alien?
she's... No, because she's boring.
Excuse you.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I mean,
I should be clear, I'm joke offended at that.
Yuffie being British is very fun because she's just actually a weeaboo at that point.
And explain,
I've heard of
yeah.
this fictional nation called Ninja. I would like to be
She's extrapolated
ninja.
the knife crime out into shuriken crime, despite the fact that that's not even remotely comparable.
Yeah. This helps explain why Merlin sets up shop there. Known British man Merlin. I don't know where Arthur went, but like good for him. He escaped. And bring me Madam Mim. I've made this request before. To see you, Nimura, I know you're watching the stream right now. Bring Madam Mim. She was so real. She got 10 minutes of screen time and she's the most memorable part of Sword in the Stone. easily.
Not the squirrel.
Okay, I mean that is memorable, but more due to trauma than anything else. That's a great Disney film.
It is actually. I quite like that.
It's not like outstanding, but I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like a solid B tier movie.
I do object a little bit to Squall being British, simply because he's so American in my mind, because he has a gun. But this isn't Squall, this is Leon, and Leon can be whatever he wants, because he doesn't really act like Squall. So who cares? Yeah. Kyrie makes sense. Just in a lot of ways.
I mean, ultimately, I think nationality is kind of a moot point, seeing as how these worlds are basically mono. Like you go to Mulan World.
It's
and you can-
monolingual, I know, yeah. The Tower of Babel did not happen in Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
Everyone speaks modern-day American English.
Pretty much, yeah. It's kind of like the level of technology that Kingdom Hearts is at. It's at whatever level it needs to be. There's no defined thing.
Yeah, and each of the Disney worlds is locked wherever it was in that Disney world, and then we go to Radiant Garden, and they have a remote security system that blows up Heartless.
It's not very good at it, but they do have it.
Yeah, they have it. It's crazy. They also have a Heartless factory. How does that even work? Don't ask me. None of my business. I think this does mean... This also explains Diz being British. He brought the Industrial Revolution, and it was a really bad idea.
I've
We
always
can
loved-
continue the Christopher Lee jokes here. It's just Kingdom Hearts Saruman.
It basically
Yeah.
is. I will say, speaking of Saruman, this is a kind of a side tangent, but we keep bringing up Christopher Lee, and that makes me think of Jolkin, Rolkin, Tolkien. I've always liked the forces of evil being a symbol for the industrial world, industrialization, and
Yeah.
things. I think that was a
Mordor.
genuinely Mordor,
Mordor
yeah.
quite literally being a smog-choked hellscape with no greenery.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
It's like
that-
two of my favorite. I like it when villains are industrialists, and I like when they're Catholics. Those are high up on my list. Both times.
On it, I'm about... understood, I'm going to make a setting with steampunk Catholic villains.
No.
There you go.
I mean, hold on. I got pizza in my mouth.
Just love a good anti-religious sentiment. No
Oh, yeah.
guard hater.
I like that, I like the, because the Industrial Revolution was pretty bad. And to be fair, Rolkin, Tolkien basically, saw the effects of the climax of the Industrial Revolution, which was the First World War, in my opinion. I mean, he fought at the Somme.
Which is...
At the what?
The Somme.
The Somme was one of the most brutal battles of World War One.
It wasn't the...
P-S-A-L-M? Psalm?
No, S-O-M-M.
S-O-M-M-E. Somme.
Psalm, okay.
Mhm.
Like, the thing with World War One is that because of all the advances made during the Industrial Revolution, the advances in, basically all technologies, especially chemical weaponry, World War One was just infinitely worse than every war that came before it. And then we decided to do another one.
See, another thing that made World War I terrible was that while the technology had evolved, the mindset hadn't.
Yeah,
At the
like...
be-
they thought they were going to be home for Christmas. So, the trench warfare strategies, they were not expecting to be entrenched for that long.
Nope. Literally, the French never used the Maxim machine gun. They had their own machine gun. But they had a chance at using the Maxim machine gun But it never got off the testing ground because French generals at the time saw it and said, oh, that's not how war is fought. That's ridiculous. That's silly. That won't happen. And then it did. At the outset of the war, France still had very bright blue and red uniforms that you could pick out a mile away. Like,
Yeah. By the way, this relates back to something Mulch and I were talking about before stream, so context will be missing.
Mhm.
Hunger Games and Just War Theory, it's stuff like that is what PETA represents, which is why he's not objectively the best option.
Yeah, that sort of honorable.
It's the ideals of what war should be as opposed to what it is,
Yeah.
which is you need to kill as many people as quickly as possible.
Pretty much.
That's about what it comes down to.
Like it's kind of astounding how much the face of the world changed with the addition of the machine gun. Like the machine gun basically before the machine gun you could only kill about 5 people before you had to put more bullets in your gun. Like that's max. That's like the average. With the machine gun you can cut down an entire swath of people. Like you can just end life so much easier with it. And that's kind of what happened. Like, it's fucking depressing, that's what it is. Like, sure, Germany may have started, like, and the thing about World War I is that I want to impress upon people, there's no good or bad guy. Like, granted, the idea that war has good or bad guys is inherently folly. But in World War I, it's something that you kind of need to learn. Sure, the British and the French didn't start using chemical weapons, but they sure as hell picked it up right after the Germans did. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, World War One was not... World War One was just a load of escalating tensions and alliances that blew up in everyone's faces. There was no... Like, there was an inciting incident, but by the time it got to war status, it was so divorced from that.
Yeah, like, there were guys in the trenches who didn't even really know why they were here. Like, it was kind of the start of that kind of mindset. Like, because, you know, warfare had been honorable beforehand. Well, you say that, but warfare is never good. But the veneer of honor was bigger during that time. If anything, and I will say, I'd argue that the American Civil War was a prologue to it, because you saw a lot of like early weapons come out, like the Gatling gun, which was an early machine gun, and like cannons. Like, I don't want to say that Europe should have paid attention to Civil War to see the effects of what was going to happen eventually, but there's something to be said there. Anyway, yeah. Maybe
The
at
quote
some
Gale from
Oh,
Hunger
yeah.
Games. I was trying to find the quote forever.
Yeah.
He's talking about an assault on the Capitol where they were essentially going to do a cave-in and kill everyone inside this certain mine, which will then shut off the generators to the Capitol. Or supplies of coal and stuff like that. Anyway, and Katniss is like, there's innocent people in there, there's miners and workers and people who aren't soldiers. And he said, I don't care if they're sweeping the floors for the Empire, they're the enemy. Or not the Empire, the Capitol. I don't care if they're sweeping the floors for the Capitol, they're the enemy, Katniss. We have to treat them like what they are.
Jesus.
So, which then leads into the empathy bomb, where, in his mind, children who are not in the war are the enemy because they're aligned with the capital
Yeah.
because they're born there, you know.
Inherently evil, yeah. Well,
Which
he
is-
thinks of them. He thinks of them as inherently evil. Kind of deal.
Yeah, so that's his thing, which it is depressing just how controversial that statement is. Like, you would think that the reaction would be constant among all people. It's
Yeah.
really not.
No. Unfortunately, the human brain is, I wouldn't say hardwired, but it's predisposed to thinking of things, of grouping things together.
It's tribalism. You have
Right, it's
you, us, and them.
Yep.
Cass, you need to come back. We're talking about Just War Theory.
You're talking about Just War Theory as you stand staring at a character in The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
But yeah, it's just,
Damn, this popcorn chicken is good.
at some point in the server, in the movie server, I'll show They Shall Not Grow Old, which was this documentary that Peter Jackson made. Hey, look at that, we're back to Lord of the Rings right there. But Peter Jackson did a documentary about British soldiers who were fighting in the Western Front, and the way he did it was, and he used cutting edge technology and like editing techniques to clean up the old 100-year-old footage so that it's actually like legible to your eye. He colorized it as accurately as possibly could. And then he starts zooming in, and you can literally see the dimples on the people's faces. Like, suddenly 100 years ago does not seem like 100 years ago. Like, they look like people that you know, because they kind of were. Like, it's this really beautiful, like,
It's it reminds me of, I was watching, or actually it's still on my to-do list if I survive finals. It was a documentary on the Nuremberg trials.
yeah. Yes, yeah.
And it was like, I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, obviously, and I refuse to talk about it on stream. But one thing I did notice very early on that sort of horrified me is how much footage they had that didn't, I mean, it was obviously old, but it looked like legible. It was probably colorized later on, but it was relatively, like, I understood it, and it's specifically the amount of audio recordings that were honestly kind of crisp. Of like, the transcript of the Nuremberg trials, which is, you know, if you don't know what that is the trial where they persecuted, after World War II, they persecuted what remained of Nazi leadership for crimes against humanity, which obviously was not a crime up until that point. They had to figure out what the hell that means. In addition to war crimes and crimes against the peace and stuff that like has a bit more basis, but like crimes against humanity was like, you know, because they had to like actually define it. So, like the vibes are off.
The sheer scale of what the Nazi German engine did was unprecedented.
Yeah, like horrific, and like, do we even need to say horrific? Like, Jesus.
Yeah. But it's like, I think it's bone chilling to me in the way that they're almost casual. Like they're doing a normal courtroom procedure, which makes sense to me. But you know, they'll just drop these lines about like, what was your mission given to you when you entered this area? And then they would say very matter-of-factly, I was to set up a concentration camp. And they just drop that And there's no build up and no like gas from the audience, you know. There's no nothing, because it's just how it is. And specifically, the ones that really got me were the witnesses and the people on the stand that were like defensive and like refusing to cooperate or arguing for themselves. And not even in the sense of like, I was told to do it. Like the main defense was, if I didn't do it, I was going to get fired, and you know, like it's my job, so it's not my fault. It's the guy above me, which is not how that works. But it's the only defense you can possibly give. But some of them were, a handful were defending themselves in the sense that they don't know what they did wrong, and that's the stuff that will like sit in your brain for a while. Is this fairly normal sounding guy, pretty plain looking guy, arguing like avidly, energetically, arguing that he did nothing wrong at the fucking Nuremberg trials.
Yeah,
You know, like that's the stuff. Like, oh my god!
Like there were like high-ranking like guys who just they didn't think what they were doing was fucked up. Like it is like nightmarish. It makes you wonder like what kind of shit is in people's hearts.
Yeah. Anyway, fascinating documentary. If you can put up with supporting Netflix, I would advise that you watch it if you have a subscription. The name is just something Nuremberg trials. Like it's just if you look up Nuremberg, I'm assuming it's going to be the only thing that pops up. I hope so. Hope they don't have a whole catalog.
They actually Nuremberg's an entire genre on Netflix.
Right. I wouldn't put it past them. Netflix fucking crazy.
There was one old movie I saw that was like I don't want to say it was the Nuremberg trials. Like it was a fictionalized version of that, you know, with like fictional characters in places of the real ones. The Nazis were the same, mind you. It was called Judgment at Nuremberg. That movie kind of altered the way my brain works. Like it's, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe in terms that would make sense, and also, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable speaking on the topic, especially in this setting where we are looking at a cartoon game with Lunk the boy.
Yeah, fair. Well, sudden topic change. Let me think.
Yeah.
Though Anna and Elsa both being princesses are quick reveal, spoiler alert, that's what's going on. Gasp, oh my god. Anyway. The Princesses of Heart in general and Kingdom Hearts have been on my mind recently. Because, how do I phrase this? So they're defined as being hearts of pure light, right? We all remember that from KH1.
Yeah.
All dogs also have hearts of pure light. So are...
What?
So
hold on.
Pluto.
What?
That's why Pluto can go through portals of darkness and not face any danger, is because he's a dog and all dogs go to heaven.
Huh.
Goofy seems to be exempt from this rule. I'm not saying he doesn't have a lot of good in him, but I'm saying he could be corrupted by evil, which we understand that because he has been neglecting his son for the entire franchise at this point, which is neither here nor there. Or maybe Max is off at Disney College and Goofy just doesn't want to bother him. I don't know what's going on with him.
I think he's off at Disney College.
But yeah, honestly, other plot transition. Let's talk about the Disney characters in Kingdom Hearts, like the Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse characters. They have been on my mind recently. Namely, the extended Duck family. There is, of course, Donald, known war veteran and currently retainer to the king, and like extremely powerful sorcerer. The constant meme of he's the strongest mage in Final Fantasy,
Right.
which he is. I say it's a meme because it is funny to point out, but
unironically
also
up
he's
there.
very high up. Like, I think Renoa has him beat, and like you could maybe say Yuna if you count the summons as just being her power. But Donald, in terms of like raw, like pumping out magic, he's, you know, Lulu found dead in Chicago sort of a moment. Like, she can't keep up with that.
Like, he did die casting that spell, but he still casted it.
Yeah. And like, now Goofy is not very impressive, but it is important to say that again, he's like right hand to the king. If we take the Three Musketeers as canon, which like it's in a weird nebulous space, but if we take that as a real thing that happened, he's been serving the royal family for lifetimes, generations, because the Disney characters are immortal, as another reminder. They don't age, and presumably can't die by most natural causes. I don't even know if they can get sick. Can Mickey Mouse get cancer? Or the cold? Or crabs? I don't know. If you behead Michael Mouse, does he survive? Or does he just stick his head back on? You know, that's the sort of questions I deal with.
I would assume it's like a biological immortality and not total.
See,
I sure hope so.
I was thinking it's like the thing where if you cut off his head, the head becomes a separate instance that you have to deal with.
What?
Well, we were talking about the Nuremberg trials, and now we're talking about Mickey Mouse's biology and Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Two equally important topics. You left us alone for like ages, okay? We ran the gamut over just everything.
About 20 minutes.
Ages.
I was starting to nod off.
I could have astral projected to hell and saw my mother and come back in that amount of time.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you're already not far from hell, so that's not saying much.
Okay, Texas is not that bad. It's just horrible.
I meant you personally.
I'm currently in hell. Physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, the cosmology of hell, we do know it is above Georgia.
Yeah.
Beneath heaven, there's hell. And beneath hell, there's the cave.
There's
Georgia. Actual movie quote from a movie trailer line.
Yeah.
It's from a movie called The Cave.
We've also talked about Minnie Mouse and like that poor woman having to run the entire kingdom basically by herself because her fuck-ass husband keeps abandoning her. She has to deal with the criminals. She has to run festivals. She's under fucking attack. Somebody insert the meme of the we're fucking under attack, but with Minnie Mouse. That's what she's doing. Miss Daisy is no help. She should be, but she's not. She's just not. Hold her. Hate her. I don't know, I love her. Have you seen... Never mind. I'm getting off topic. I was about to talk about the Mickey Mouse modern cartoon, which you should watch. Clarabelle, where's she at? Anyway. The biology of the Disney cast is so funny, because when you think about it, Maleficent picked a really good sidekick. Pete is already one of the more like durable people within Disney, due to his big pregnant stomach. But like, because he is a large body. I'm surprised when you fought him, he didn't have that gimmick. It'd be frustrating if he did, but you know.
He already had the marble of power.
Oh, fair.
Oh!
Oh my god.
No, that's not it. That's just not it. And the problem is, even though that's not it, this isn't it either. Oh dear, pardon me, Guy. I was so fully and wholly absorbed in my dancing that I didn't even notice little old you standing there. I am Tot. I love dancing more than I love 3 meals a day. You will come to know me as the world's charismatic dancer extraordinaire. Ready, Guy? 1, 2, 1, 2. Say, Guy, you know what I was just reminded of? Long ago I met this delightful little guy who performed the most dazzling magic dance. A dance that turned night into day right before my very eyes. I can remember these fabulous dance moves, but I just can't seem to get that intricate rhythm down. Do you think you know the rhythm, Guy?
Why does he keep calling us Guy?
I don't know.
He's reaffirming.
Ah, fair.
But yeah, like, Maleficent got her a partner who can't age, can't get sick. I don't know if he's capable of dying physically. Is completely loyal to her, and is apparently able to open rifts through the space-time continuum due to his own trauma. Who else can do that?
Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outset Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it.
Whoa.
So real.
Character
Me one
reference.
jar.
You
We know that
don't
person.
look at all familiar, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. The town's always lively. Why, just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town.
Oh. Oh, here's a Cage 2 detail I forgot. Scrooge McDuck invents the skateboard.
This is a peaceful place, this here island. The people here would never even dream of leaving their little paradise and setting sail on a voyage at
You
sea.
need any
Know
help?
what I mean? Why, this town is full of faces that don't even show the slightest interest in the sails of a ship. Are we sailors the only ones? Has no one else set out on the great ocean? The great sea?
To be more accurate, Scrooge thinks he invented the skateboard, like a real British inventor. Because there is one. Well, and there's one in Data Twilight Town. At least. So either Diz came up with the skateboard, or Scrooge McDuck did. So you take
Monster. You must ride this sick half.
Hello, hello, and hello! You are standing in the one and only Chew Jelly Juice shop. You must have heard. Our potions are the best, I'm telling you. They're too good, in fact. They're absolutely incredible. What's that? What's Chew Jelly, you ask? Looking somewhat bewildered. Oh, sir, you simply must be joking. You don't know what Chew Jelly is? Well, just ask
It's
yourself
used in every
this,
Zelda
good
fanfic.
sir. Well, just ask yourself this, good sir. What is a robustly nourishing element? What is a mystical substance that is good for the body and mind? Ask yourself. The words Chew Jelly roar out in answer to these questions, proclaiming themselves to be true. Why, it is the key ingredient in the most effective potions around. All you have to do is bring an empty bottle to my little juice shop here, and I'll let you have a taste. Which begs the question, sir, do you have an empty bottle?
who have juice and they chew jelly right now, be honest.
Juice and Day Jelly.
Please, no.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck is crazy. The fact that he owns a way to travel not interdimensionally, space. He can go through space like that. Also wild. Like Disney Town in general, I feel like from a lore perspective, we're so caught up with them being silly Disney characters, as we should be, that we forget that they're like apparently a very super powerful technological empire. And I'm saying if Mickey Mouse wanted to Darth Vader it up, he could absolutely conquer every world in the galaxy because no one else has space travel. And also, you know, incredibly powerful sorcerers. Like, I'm not saying Donald is going to jump on a gummy ship and then rain meteors down on fucking Radiant Garden and take it over. He would never do that because Diz and Mickey are dating. But I'm saying that they are the most equipped. And by that I mean they're the only people equipped. Space travel, world travel is just like relatively public knowledge to them. And also, all of them have pure hearts and can just go out in the vacuum of space and survive. So,
You're
drive me
looking
up
for a sail? I have no idea where you'd find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will you? Drop anchor elsewhere.
Shove off.
Hey there, boy! Did you happen to see the postbox down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, Z, or X and use that button to put it in the postbox. It's just that easy. Before long, the Rito postman will come to deliver it to whomever you sent it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I tell you. She is so saucy, isn't she? I can't believe she's a schoolteacher. Rumor has it she has mountains of tacky pendants and earrings. It's as if she loves nothing in the world more than jewelry.
valid.
Now just what are you doing? Were you listening to us, you scamp? You listen, young man, I haven't seen you around, so I guess you're new to Windfall. But don't you know it's bad to eavesdrop on conversations meant only for adult ears? We're discussing very, very important topics that kids just wouldn't understand. You're far too young to be listening to us, young man, so shoo.
I love gossiping. I'm a really bad gossip in real life, and I'm not even ashamed about it, and that makes me worse as a person. That makes me actually evil. But you know what? I don't care. I love talking about, like, did you hear what Linda did last Friday? No, I didn't. Tell me. Yeah, like, come on. I want to know everything. I want to know who's cheating on their husband, and I want to know if the husband is available. It's important and pertinent to my daily life.
People from all over the world seem to gather here on Windfall Island, all hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say that this is the island where people and money come together, but you know what? Money is important, sure, but don't you think people need to open their hearts a little more than their wallets? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and
like in the Kingdom Hearts?
I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way.
Flowers. Oh god.
Like, I don't think y'all understand the Disney Empire, because, like, most worlds don't know that they're worlds. We know that. And yet, it's such common knowledge in Disney Town that
Well,
Minnie
yeah,
can
it's because
just
Minnie is from the
send
country of the
someone-
Musketeers.
Minnie can just send someone into the vacuum of space, and everyone's, like, fine with that and knows that that's a thing that happens. No, they don't. I don't think they know that space is full of evil parasites that turn you bald and evil. I don't think that's public knowledge. Or maybe it is. Maybe she wanted Pete to turn bald and evil. I'm not sure what the plan was there. But, like, the fact that there is the void of space and that it's fairly accessible, and that they're just one little blue ball, well, not blue, but, you know, one little world in the sea, is people just know that. What the hell?
Yep, to sailors like us, the wind's our whole life. It'd sure be nice if a fair wind blew today.
And that's not Disney exclusive, to be clear.
Oh,
Worlds that their world order have already been shattered know what's what. Namely, the Beast and Belle, because of them getting sent to Hollow Bastion. Honestly, all of the Princesses of Heart know what Heartless are, know what a Keyblade is. You know, they're caught up on the lore. Including Alice, who we will never see again, I guess. R.I.P. to Alice.
I wonder if a boy like you will do. It's difficult to tell, yes, difficult. You see, my one and only daughter, Mila, was taken away from me into a frightening place called the Forsaken
Fire
Fortress.
Emblem?
I have asked many to
I mean,
rescue
I was
her,
thinking
but
from the campaign.
Shut up.
but it seems to be a difficult voyage to that cursed place. Oh, to see my sweet Mila again, my precious little daughter. I worry so over her welfare. I can't recall the last time I slept more than a wink. I sincerely wonder about the wisdom of asking a boy like you to do this. But would you lend a hand to help rescue my precious daughter? Sure.
But this is the noble woman. Real.
You are a brave boy to take on this task, I assure you. If you do rescue her, I will pay you as much money as it takes. I'd give my entire fortune for her safety.
Yeah, they do a little bit of a fun switcheroo thing that happens where the guy who's rich ends up poor, and the guy who is poor ends up rich.
So his entire fortune is like 10 rupees. Real. Where are you going?
You little weasel! Well, thank you so much for coming into my home and breaking my high-priced vases. If you break any more, I assure you that I shall not let it go lightly. No, sir, not at all. I shall require compensation.
Well, bye.
I broke as many as I needed to send a message.
Oh god.
Yeah, all the princesses know about the world thing. Obviously, Radiant Garden, because Diz broke it, and so they all have to know. Presumably, if any of the worlds in Dream Drop get brought back, they will know what's going on. But I don't think that's happening. I think Paris is fucked. I think the city de Cloche is not coming back. They are stuck in the burning of Paris. Which, like, valid. I don't know.
If they're stuck in the burning of Paris, how can Remy Ratatouille exist?
Well, Remy got kicked out because he was too pure, and then he just ended up in Twilight Town.
Nope,
And he's
Scrooge went
lasted
to
ever
Remy's
since.
world and hired him.
Yeah, he went to the vacuum of space where Remy was just chilling. Also, there can be multiple Parises. I don't want there to be.
I hope for the sake of our sanity there isn't.
Like, I don't
Oh,
want
come
there
on,
to
you
be,
could
but,
have
like,
the
there's
Paris effect in, like,
definitely-
4 different worlds.
Is
The
Beauty and
Paris
the Beast
effect?
also in vague France? Like, it's not Paris, but, like, there's
Yeah,
some...
that is a French.
They're
story.
in,
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast is set in, like, rural France. Near Germany, based off of, details in the movie.
Yeah.
But the Paris effect, or Paris syndrome or something, it's that, you know, that anime thing. Anime makes
Anime?
Paris seem so cool. And then Japanese
Anime?
tourists get
Are you-
there.
Are you talking about, like, Miraculous? What anime is super Paris forward?
A lot of anime is actually very pro Paris.
This is actually why it's like fundamentally rotten as a medium. It's not any of the hentai, it's the Paris thing.
Like,
Or it's the Paris hentai. Yeah.
there is a literal thing, like, it's called Paris syndrome. The feeling of getting hyped up about Paris by anime.
Well, I knew about getting hyped up because, like, my cousin experienced it, but he's never seen an anime. So I just thought it was just, like, the general, like, you go there and it smells like shit because there's probably actual shit around you.
Yeah, no, like, it is, like, it's tied to anime. What am I doing in
Gross.
here? Oh, this is a bomb shop.
Jump on the fan. Oh. You are like a rat looking for a bomb.
Why are there so many of you motherfuckers?
How'd you sneak in here, you little rat? Shoo, beat it, scram,
God.
vermin.
A rat looking for a bomb.
I don't have the space for these, but mine now.
Also, y'all ever think about Huey, Dewey, and Louie like setting up 3 separate shops, all selling like one of them sells gummy blocks to build a spaceship to fucking leave.
Hey, Sean.
Are they selling interdimensional travel for 500 money? What the hell? Then we can make a ship out of gummy blocks. You don't even need any adhesive. They gum together.
Oh, anyway, hey Sean, you didn't, Oh.
Oh, thank God. Finally.
Which cutscene is that?
I don't think we're thanking any gods.
I love Tingle.
Kegarak is laughing at me.
I love that Tingle was popular enough to get his own
Oh,
game.
Tingle. Yeah, Tingle. Oh, Tingle, yeah.
He's an icon whose
yes,
legend
with
is the
Ganon.
moment in Japan.
Then
Do I
nowhere
love
else.
him? Honestly, not really. But like as a troll character, he's
Quite
amazing.
famously, Americans hate Tingle.
Yeah.
And I love that for him. I just love that y'all hate him.
I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. By the look of you, I'd say, sir, could you, by chance, be a fairy? Goodness, did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Do not worry, Tingle knows without you telling him. Sir, yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I have been looking for you and your kind, for I, too, long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful. Please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor.
Can we put him back in the cell?
I'm
Yeah,
still in the
be a
cell, but we
fairy.
have to open the cell. I think.
And like, can you blame him? He lives in the shit timeline with the climate change. Would you not want to be a fairy?
Hooray! Oh, thank you oh so very much. Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Tingle, tingle, Gulu Limpa! Become an item.
I hope this guy gets eaten by, like,
Oh, thank
a
God.
worm.
A Game Boy Advance.
He gave you the Tingle Tuner. If you get stuck or need a quick hint, connect a Game Boy Advance to your Nintendo GameCube to talk to Tingle. I could
I
do
love
this.
Love that.
I have this set up
Love that.
such that I can attach a Game Boy Advance to it. After
Oh,
connecting
shit.
the Game Boy Advance to controller socket 2, 3, or 4, set the Tingle Tuner to Y, Z, or X to call Tingle.
Why would I want to call him?
Now, no matter how far we travel from this dingy cell, our souls will be as one.
I forget
I
if it's
love
this
them.
version or the Wii U version, but in one of them you can use the Tingle Tuner to become a zombie that can float. It's a whole thing.
Splendid.
Oh.
Tingle is going to get ready to go to the realm of the fairies. So you just wait here, okay, sir?
Liches do weird shit, my guy.
I was forgetting something important. Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
Not particularly.
You got Tingle's
Yeah.
chart. What kind of chart could it be? Head out to see, then press up on the D-pad and check your charts to find out. If I recall correctly, he's only appeared in 3 major Zelda games, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Minish Cap. And I have hated him in every single one.
Yeah.
When you go out to sea, open it. If you ever need any help with your charts, just leave it to Tingle. Don't ever forget it.
Okay, bye.
If you ever need help with charts, don't forget it. He also appears in Four Swords Adventures and in the Tingle games. We don't want to
And
think
all of
about the
our
Tingle
hearts.
games existing. No.
I honestly hear a decent, like, at least the second Tingle game is actually decent. That's also the one we didn't get over here.
Lol.
You're telling me we could have gotten a better game. Instead we got trash?
Yeah.
I want Tingle, and only Tingle, to show up in Kingdom Hearts and say that by him being here, the Zelda games definitely exist. You're never gonna see them though. You just get Tingle as a shopkeep.
I think I would riot. Cruelty.
Cruelty.
And then he gives you a keychain for the Keyblade that turns it basically into the Master Sword, except the keychain is just his face.
I would not think Sora is a fairy unless,
He's wearing the outfit.
he's wearing, like, the green clothes and green hat. Anyway, Ripened Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love is actually pretty good. There's a fan translation. I hate that that's called that.
I don't really care if it's good. That sounds awful.
No, children! They're trying to menace
Kill
me.
them.
Look at the way they're walking.
They're trying to kill you.
What a hag.
I remember I watched Vinny from Vinesauce playing it. It's an interesting take on Wizard of Oz. This town is our turf. The turf of the world-famous killer bees. Don't mess with us. Yeah! Buzz buzz! You stink, mister. We ain't seen your face around here before, bud. What are you looking at, bud? Huh? Huh? Hey, bud, where are you? Some kind of country rube? I mean, look at that outfit. What a getup. Are you all alone or what? You must feel pretty lonely walking around a place like this all by yourself. What are you doing anyway? Back off. That, and since Vinny is a voice actor and singer, he gave a lot of character voices. LOL.
Yeah, he tends to do
Welcome
that.
to Miss Marie's School of Joy. I don't think I've ever seen your face around here before, my young scholar. Are you a new pupil? What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. I know I may look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you, I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall Island? 20 years? Ever since then, I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of 4 young boys who never listen to a word I say. Even though I wait patiently for those boys to show up, they never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Could you please catch their leader, the little boy named Ivan, and talk some sense into him for me? Please, young man. For me. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys. I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. Hey, Cookie Cat. But they won't be so mean to a boy their own age, will they? I should think not. Good luck, young man. Ma'am, they were menacing me coming in here.
Yeah, they were trying to attack me.
That's how they find their joy.
Yeah, like in that game, We Happy Few. We gotta give him drugs. Steal the 5-year-old, give him drugs.
Right.
Yeah! It's hot as hell inside, and I'm close to turning into Cascu, Cookie. So I feel ya. Yo, bud! You got a problem with us killer bees? Huh? Do ya? Don't tell me it's that annoying hag of a teacher again, is it? You came here to give us a talking to because Mrs. Marie asked you to, right? Damn, I wish we had snow. Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Well, forget about all that. We're the mighty and invincible gang of 4, the Killer Bees. Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud. If you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? Do you want to challenge us? What? I had snow once, and only once in January, and I miss it. Okay, your funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try to catch us. Easy as that, bud. We won't hide indoors or nothing, and we won't leave this island. So look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If you catch all 4 of us, we lose. You got it, bud? Ready? Go! I hate the way they move.
Damn.
Okay, so he's up there.
Like, okay, the thing with Mickey Mouse that gets me is, like, and I told this to Cass off stream a while back,
As
is
a child.
if you hide in your mind, if you imagine this just generic JRPG character instead of Mickey Mouse from the Clubhouse, you'll understand that, like, his story is actually really good. Of this, like, he started out as this uppity young Keyblade wielder, stealing relics from Yen Sid, wanting to, like, be his own man, you know? And then he runs across the Birth by Sleep story. Aqua fucking dies and goes to hell. And, you know, he runs across all these ill-fated children, not much younger than he is, I guess. I don't know what his age is, actually. He could be 500. But young is my point. Fellow Keyblade wielders of his, he fails them. They
Lame.
die. He develops major survivor's guilt. He goes into this deep research bender, you know, where he tries to figure out how darkness and light works, and he partners up with this king named Ansem, which I called Diz because I don't hate myself. And to figure out the nature of the heart, follow Xehanort in his murderous spree, run across 2 other young Keyblade wielders years down the road when he sets off on his own journey to get his own Keyblade, or other than Spellbinder, the Kingdom Key D. Takes Riku under his wing to try to make up for the sins of the past, which that by itself is crazy that Mickey Mouse is doing that. Essentially sacrifices himself to close the door, again to try to atone for his sins at this point. Sticks it out for Riku, A Chain of Memories, then spends Kingdom Hearts 2 monitoring Sora and saving his ass in various boss fights. I'll pause.
Yep. Ooh. You look like a curious boy. Did you know there's an island a little to the east of here called Dragon Roost Island? Folks say that the island is the home of a tribe of people who dance in the skies like birds on the wind. They call themselves the Rito, and they say a sky spirit lives nearby. But to someone like me, a person who's never left this little island, it may as well be a fairy tale out of a child's book. Oh, if only I had my own boat. I do love I do love the sort of gamut going on of people who want to leave the island and people who don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse watches over Riku in Chain of Memories, and then Sora throughout KH2 because of the King Mickey savior system. And is in this really weird position where he wants to tell Sora everything, but also wants to protect him and doesn't want him to come to harm, because much like Riku, who goes off the deep end when Sora functionally dies, Mickey also didn't take that well. I feel like that's something that gets glossed over a little bit, that's definitely happening in the background, is he's also, like, going through it when Sora's dead. Which is why he, like, doubles his workload and is really careful when Sora comes back, because it's embarrassing, I think, that, like, Sora had to save them, you know, and then fucking died. And Recoded, that's his game in a lot of ways. He's the only real character making actual like progress in that game. Because Data Sora has yet to come back. Bring me my man. Free him, he did nothing wrong. And then, who knows what he's doing in Kingdom Hearts 3 at this point. I
He's
think
helping Riku, isn't he?
his search... he is, but they haven't done much yet. His search for absolution, his nominee-esque search for absolution is not done, but it's like kind of wrapped up. He's working on the Birth by Sleep trio, I would assume, which there's not much to do there other than free them. You just grab them. Like, you just go grab Aqua. That's sort of how it goes. Of course, they do a good job making it a lot more interesting than what it really is, because we get an Aqua boss fight, and we can't wait for that. But, what kind of Aqua? You know what I mean. Phantom Aqua. Shadow.
No, it's Aqua.
Okay, it is.
Like, it is just flat out Aqua in the throes of the darkness. Like, this is not any metaphorical Phantom Aqua where she's fighting herself.
Aqua's having a depressive episode and lashing out because of it.
It's just Aqua with hair dye and contacts. Good.
She's turning into a Darkling from Kai.
What's that?
There were those little Heartless in, like, cat ear hoods with red claws. Okay, so without
She's
spoiling
getting cat
anything,
ears?
do you recall in the timeline Wind Waker takes place after? We went over the timeline earlier. This is after Adult Link has gone back in time and vanished from the timeline. Where is the other two children? Is that a child? No, that's a man in a hard hat. That's a Carney.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming Mickey's main thing is he's trying to help the Birth by Sleep cast. And then Sora focuses on Roxas and Riku focuses on not losing his fucking mind. And that's more or less how it goes. Riku's just helping whoever needs to be helped. Because he's trying to make up for the whole murder thing. He's not doing very well at that, but you know. Giving it the old college try. That's more than can be said by other people. Woo! I do like that they clarified that we're not going to leave the island, because, like, imagine if they did.
I would scream.
They just start, like, swimming away at rapid speed.
Okay, we got the kid back there. There are two more, because I know the leader's on this tree.
I'm assuming it's neither of those three kids.
No. I've heard one of those is one of the kids, but I already found him.
Oh, they just wait at that spot?
Yeah, they wait at the spot you catch them. But they also said they're not inside.
Mickey has, like, a really good narrative arc. It's also arguably the longest narrative arc of any Kingdom Hearts character, in the literal sense of timeline, because it spans from Birth by Sleep to modern, which no one else really does. And how crazy is that? You know? How wild is the character that undergoes the most development and change is arguably Mickey Mouse. Do you catch? Oh, you have to chase her now. Okay.
Yeah. Dude! I don't care that you're depressed.
Damn! He's just having a really tough time right now.
You're awesome! Okay, good.
Okay. And then the leader in the tree?
Nope, one more.
Or one more.
I want to catch the leader last. According to Nintendo, it's only 100 years after Ocarina of Time, but you'll see when you play the game that there is plot points that don't support the official timeline. Well, yeah, the official timeline
There's
was
always plot
created
points
as...
that don't support the official timeline.
Yeah, the official timeline was created ultimately as a marketing gimmick for Skyward Sword, since Skyward Sword takes place significantly further back in the past.
And Skyward Sword does Demise's curse, and everyone agreed that was a horrible idea. This is a shitty plan. At least now they have an in-universe explanation why Link and Zelda and Ganon are never allowed to be anyone interesting other than in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
I think Zelda's plenty interesting in Breath of the Wild. And then they kind of ruin it in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, she's
That's
not
what I
Tears
was
of the
about to
Kingdom.
say. Because I've kind of blanked on Breath of the Wild Zelda, just because we've been living in
Breath
Tears
of
of the
the-
Kingdom hell in
Breath
my brain.
of the Wild Zelda has the entire crisis of, I am
Shit at
completely
magic.
useless if I cannot be the person my mother was.
Yeah.
Rude ass
I would
kid.
love to see the Queen at some point. And no, I don't mean fucking Sonya. You'll never convince me to care about Sonya or Rauru. I don't care if he's voiced by Chris Hackman. Fuck him.
I mean, I will fuck Rauru.
I mean, yes.
I will absolutely
And
destroy
on that
goat
note-
man.
And on that note... yeah.
Oh! Hey! Thanks for the raid! What a time to come in on.
Hi, welcome to the Fuck Rauru show.
Apparently. Rauru is very good in the sense that his arrival coincides with super sexy Ganon.
Hello
An old
again.
Smexy Ganon.
Welcome,
Toga moment.
welcome to the channel
Oh my
again.
god.
Huh?
We got raided
What?
by the Blood Pack again.
They were
And we've
attacking
caught the
us, and it
children!
was
Yay! Yeah, you got me! Arrgh. I can't believe it. You found all four of us and you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. And to reward your hide-and-seeking skills, here, take this, bud. You got a piece of heart.
Gone, respectively, could have guessed.
This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, and one more thing. We need you to apologize to Mrs. Marie for us. Alright? We're counting on you, bud.
Do it yourself, you fucknuts.
Yeah, that's
She's
not an
right
apology.
here, kids. See
I
how
love that they
close she
circle you,
is?
though.
Yeah, this is my first time playing. I know basically nothing. Oh, they're on the wall.
I got to a certain part of the end game, the part that they did in fact make easier in the Wii U version, which was what I was playing, and still stalled.
Yeah?
What
We
can
need
I
to
do
talk.
for you on this fine day? We need to talk. You did it, didn't you? You said something to those delinquents for me, didn't you, dear? You can't fool me. I watched it all from the shadow of my door. You really are a dear. You fill me with joy. I have to reward you, so here's a little spare change. My wallet's full.
Damn.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell anybody, dear.
I've always had mixed feelings about the wallet system. I mean, it gives like a upgrade sort of moment, and that's always nice. But like, damn, you basically didn't get any reward there.
This being my first Zelda game, I played this one a lot. I remember a lot of this game. Pushes up his glasses and gives nerd cat vibes. I love you, Sean. Never change. Hey, sounds like you apologized to the teach for us. Good old Mrs. Marie. And speaking of, bud, did you know it's gonna be Mrs. Marie's birthday soon? Boss! Ooh, boss! You think maybe we should give her some kind of present or something? Don't be stupid! We're the killer bees. We ain't no teacher's pets.
This old thing?
Yeah, but Teach loves jewelry and junk more than anything else in the world. What's she into these days? What did she call them? Joy pendants? Really? Where do you find them? Are they just lying around? If we could just find some, we could give them to Teach as a present, and she'd be all happy. Hey, now that I think about it, when I was climbing trees the other day, I saw some sparkly light up on top of some tree in town. Where was that? Maybe that's one of the pendants. What do you think, boss? Nah, that's crazy talk. Is it you? No.
Him. Oh.
No.
Link is now concussed.
Link was concussed a couple of times already. Is it you?
Well, you know.
Link in this game just behaves concussed.
Link in this game woke up half asleep and never stopped being half asleep.
This poor man.
Sir, I have other concerns at the moment.
I need to help these little orphans, okay?
I need to help. Yeah, I need to help some orphans. Your
Kingdom
daughter.
Hearts has been poisoning my mind because I keep saying orphan when I just see a child with no parents currently around them.
And also,
Kingdom
most
Hearts,
of Kingdom Hearts
that's
characters.
probably what's going on. But
Most Kingdom Hearts characters are not orphans.
such as
Sora Kairi.
Sora, who hates his mom for no reason.
We know Riku has a parent, we don't know which one necessarily, but he does refer to our parents in the first game, so he has at least one parent.
He has
You
a
think
And also
Link
he-
constantly drank seawater?
that'd burn your throat.
He's sort of a gremlin in this game, but not as much as Link in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That Link is a fucking menace. Well, yes, but that
I
Link
guess
has
if-
the power of jumping.
I guess if you can, there are people who can just like chug vodka without flinching. Maybe you can chug seawater and not start crying. That salt will just fuck you up. I hate
Maybe
it.
that tree? I want the joy pendant. Give me the joy pendant. I want joy. Will this
Could it be
give
the
me
tree the
joy?
leader was in? Were you already there?
I already rolled into that one twice. No! Let me roll into the tree, damn it.
It's probably not that one. Let me imagine if it is, but... Do you have to roll into it, or is it in the tree?
I have
Are
no
you meant
idea.
to climb? Can you climb?
No.
Damn.
All it
guess
said
the
was that
leader
there
of
was
the-
something
of the bee-
sparkly.
Guess the leader of the bees is more powerful than you. Because he can climb.
Yeah. Or is it you? Did I roll into you already?
It's like the thing when you were telling me about Ericus's history, and you said he was rich, and I was like, what could you possibly mean by that? And you had to stop and explain to me that Ericus has a family. Or had. Flop. Like,
Maybe it's that tree.
oh
over
my
there.
god.
Sir! I already
I'm
said
not
I'd
gonna
help
rescue your
you.
daughter at this point. She can stay there.
Sir, I am but a small child. There we go.
Oh, okay.
If
That
you
does bring
if you
me
do ever
joy.
plan to play Skyward Sword, I do recommend the Switch version because it's probably the easiest version to play, as a lot of the one-to-one sword play is mapped to the right stick. Oh yeah, no. If I do Skyward Sword, I am getting the Switch version because I don't have a Wii Motion Plus.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta admit, we hid that thing up in the tree. We thought you might find it. Listen up! It's gonna be Mrs. Marie's birthday soon. We were thinking of giving her a present, so it was good that we finally got our hands on that thing. But we can't be going around giving presents to people. No way! That just doesn't fit the Killer Bee's style. Come on, bud. Can't you give it to teach for us? Can't you? And it's not like we could just ask anybody to do it for us, neither. It's gotta be someone reliable who can keep a secret. You're the only one we could ask, bud.
Aw. Link's only friends, the killer bees. Since his sister is fucking dead.
She's not dead.
Damn. Look at you go.
Alright. We'll turn this in and then go buy a sale.
Why'd you put your robe on? When did you put your robes on?
A little while ago.
Oh, shit.
My dear, that's a joy pendant! To tell you the truth, I love jewelry above all else, and why, that is extremely rare and hard to come by. It's the hottest thing around, dear. Oh my, yes, I will happily take a single one from you. No, I insist. Only one. To tell you the truth, I'd actually like about 20 of them, but that would probably only happen in my wildest of dreams. You know, I've been a teacher here for a long time. It's tough to put one past me. That being said, I'm pretty sure I know who put you up to this, dear. Those little sweeties. I'm so joyful. It's the best birthday present I could ask for. I suppose I ought to thank you. Close your eyes, dear. Oh well. And if you see those boys again, tell them I say hello. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I traveled, a terrible storm descended and tore my ship to bits, yet mysteriously only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of you, I would say you are a traveler as well. Oh yes, indeed. Could you not purchase that from me? It is my one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would help them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg of you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I am in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? I'll buy it. Yes! Thank you very much indeed. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day.
This guy's dialogue sounds AI generated.
Very well, young master. As I promised, please take that. You got a boat sail. Set it to Y, Z, or X, then use it while you're on your boat to sail across the sea. Press A to put it away.
Finally.
Yes, you have made a good purchase today, my young master. And you have saved my life and business as well. Treasure it dearly. It is the finest sail in the world. Treat it as such. Now, I would have to say that I've never seen your face before, have I? Now, intriguing, beguiling. I know you are just a small child, but I found one can rarely trust strangers. Where is it you've come from, young sir? I'm sorry, but the years have
And
made
where
me
did you
wary.
go? Where did you
Cotton Eye
come
Joe.
from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Once
Cotton
long
Eye Joe.
ago, I rented a room out to a traveler for a single night. The next dawn, my precious Picto box was stolen. Tell me, young sir, why are good deeds so often repaid with cruelty? I spread kindness where I can, and still my box does not come back to me. It is a sad thing. You may look like a child, but you can see why I cannot be assured of your youth. Be a good boy and be gone. Shoot, shoot. He shooed me.
Really did.
And you deserved it. Because in this game, you are the shitty child that must be killed.
You can't
And
see
thank
it, but I'm
goodness.
frowning.
You're right, I can't see it.
Hey, welcome. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You want to play or what? Yeah. Yeah, okay then, Welcome to the fleet. I am the great Admiral Dolvalski. Look sharp, for we are the sole protectors of this island. Admiral, red alert! All hands on deck! Sonar shows that schools of deadly giant squid are approaching. All ships prepare for battle. What?
Wait, hold on.
There! Ah, who? Oh, I see. The fiends approach. There are 3 squid groups. A large one, a medium one, and a small one. If we allow them to come any closer, the children on the island will be in grave danger. Sailor, take command of our new radar system to seek out and sink all of these fiendishly hidden enemies. But be warned, you have only 24 cannonballs that you can fire. To destroy the marauding squid pods, you must score 4 direct hits on the large, 3 on the medium, and 2 on the small.
This guy's
Use
accent
left
is
stick
all
to
over
move
the
the
place.
cursor and press A to fire a cannon blast. May your aim be true. That is all. That is all the instruction you need. Is that clear, sailor? Aye, aye, sir. Excellent. So far, our best sailor has managed to destroy all of the giant squid using only 20 cannonballs. May you fight as bravely.
When I say his accent is all over the place, I mean phonetically too, because he's saying Z
Oh, it's
and
Battleship.
you know? He's saying Z, which is, fire Z cannon, that's French. And then he's saying und, which is German. So I don't know where the fuck this guy's from. I guess the Rhineland.
He wins sploosh.
Please.
I've lost. Oh, damn. Well, I did way
They were
better
all
than I
together
expected
for
to. Oh, bad news, sailor. The enemies have retreated or something. It's 10 rupee per game for kids. Want to try again? Yes!
Like when you said kaboom, those two guys that I'm playing a game. I'm playing a shooter, and those right when he said sploosh, the guys jibbed. They exploded.
Do so
into
love
death.
that.
Damn, this is hard.
Yeah, it is. Speedrunners have built tools for figuring this out from just like
Oh,
3
God.
or so cannonballs or 1. I do just love the way he says sploosh.
Me too.
I was wondering, is there any reason to put cannonballs on the edges? And then guess where they both were.
Mm-hmm. I just like going for the center. Can you give me 1 second? I'm so glad we don't have a timer on this.
Yeah.
Are you getting up the tool?
Yeah,
Right.
I am.
Okay.
Splish. 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 Kaboom! Splish.
I just beat
Kaboom!
Godfrey, by the way. Or the
That's
shade.
Ghost? Nice.
Mulch, you pick. Do I beat Rykard or Radon next?
Splish.
I'd say Radon.
Splish.
Because Rykard has that spear that's a strength weapon. Or at least it scales with strength. And I don't think that really goes well with your build. It's basically a weapon that you're gonna... It's basically a weapon that you're only gonna use for that fight.
Yeah, there are I don't think there are any other great serpents to be fought in the base game.
Yeah. Nope.
I can kind of see the pattern this is supposed to be going. It doesn't matter. Like, I've already lost.
You splooshed your last kaboom.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna... See, it would have told me to go... Okay, I'm gonna really quickly... I'm gonna see how many shots it actually would have taken for it to tell me to go into this one. So, immediately after this hit, it tells me to go... Immediately after this hit, it tells me to go here. At which point it would tell me to go here. And then here. So that's... that's 27 shots. That's a miss. That's a miss. 30. It would take 31 shots to hit this one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this again.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hey Amaranth.
Welcome,
Hey,
Amaranth,
I just got back
to the
from
voice
my
chat.
dentalin.
Oh, nice.
Yay. Hmm.
Splish. 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 Kaboom! Kaboom! Splish! Kaboom! Kaboom! Splish! Splish! Splish!
Not gonna lie, I thought there'd be a pattern to this and we'd figure it out and we'd just keep going. This is actually a lot This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was.
Oh, it is.
It just hates you.
No, truly. Mr. Sploosh. Yeah. We have 5 more tries. Open here. This is the most likely square, apparently.
Chicken jockey.
No.
I just saw the commercial, and it's telling me to see it again. I haven't even seen it once. There was this one cute YouTube short that Minecraft did where it was like, it was regular player model Steve walking around just hearing the meme words from Jack Black, and then he looked in the mirror and then he was Jack Black. It's cute, I guess. Alright.
4 more. Damn.
Jesus.
This minigame is not easy. I
This game
see,
is a... Oh,
I
go ahead.
see why we have this tool now.
Oh, what
This game
tool?
is...
Yeah, like imagine being a speedrunner and dealing with this.
I don't know why you have to deal with this.
100% speedrun.
Oh, fair.
And you know me, I like 100%ing games.
Also, you have to deal with the squids. Who else would deal with the squids?
Who's going to
I
protect
guess
the
that's-
children on the island?
Squids can be their new master overlord. I, for one, welcome our new squid overlords.
Right.
Listen, the instant I see an octopi work a gun, that's when I know we're done. We're
Piece
good.
of heart is
I'm
locked
good.
behind it.
Yeah. Zelda really won with the whole heart piece formula. It's so funny that I really do feel immensely gratified every time I get a heart piece, because they're not overwhelmingly common. Even though, typically when I get a heart piece, just like on average, I'm not getting a heart. I'm getting
We've already
a piece of a
lost.
heart. I'm not getting there, you know? If that makes any sense, like there's no gratification in that sense.
Majora's Mask had a piece of heart locked behind, I believe, every in Clocktown, if I recall. Yeah. I will say it's one reason why I kinda don't like Breath of the Wild's health or stamina system. I miss minigames. And that was a misclick, but we hit immediately after.
Breath of the Wild would have survived the lack of minigames and side content, I think, if it weren't for the fact that the quests are also just shit.
They are.
It's a lot of, can you get me these berries from the Snuffledorf Mountain? But I only need 2. And they're very easy to find. I just don't want to go there. Can you get me like an eye of a fucking Keese or whatever? Can you kill a snail? Can you fuck my wife? It's just none of it's very interesting. Can you wear this certain outfit? You know.
Invalid
Stuff like that, and it's like-
configuration. This is not possible. Okay, there we go. Fix that.
Boom.
The only quest I liked was like the home ownership quest, actually. The home ownership quest followed by, I think, Hatena? Or is that where you start? The one where
Hatena
you
Village
make
is
a
where that
village.
is.
Yeah.
You're thinking of
Tarrytown is the
Tarrytown.
village that you make.
Tarrytown, thank you. Except, I didn't fucking know about Tarrytown until I was done with the game.
Oh,
Because
you
it's
gotta
in,
be
like-
kidding me.
It's not an endgame area because there are no endgame areas, you know? Other than presumably Hyrule Castletown, but you can go poke around there whenever you want. That's how an open world game works.
You're making me want to play Breath of the Wild. I brought it with me.
But the area where Terrytown is, you have to do the housing quest and finish it, and then you have to go find Terrytown, and it's kind of in a far corner of the map. So I didn't actually want to cross it. Oh my god! I think the game just threw you a bone there.
It seems to have thrown us a bone.
It'll be so funny if the last one is just stacked up on the right there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Tragic.
We win.
Oh!
These
11!
squids are just... These squids are just
Insane.
centipeding.
Congrats.
The
Yeah, let
game
me
had
see.
to fucking.
I hope I don't have to do this 3 times to get each prize. I have to do this 3 times to get each prize.
You absolutely do.
Thank you, Vanimus. Excellent work, sailor. Your deeds have successfully protected the peace on this fair island. We are so very proud. The children of the island would like to thank you, sailor. Hooray! Yay! Yay! Oh, thank you, Mr. Sailor! Please take this piece of heart as a sign of our gratitude. You are so great!
Obsessed with this man, actually. He has
I
2
love him.
personas. Hey,
Whoa,
Akechi,
wait a second.
obsessed with
11.
them.
Hey, that's a new record. So, you get this too. Oh, we got the treasure chart. So, thanks for playing and all that. I can't tell you how fun it's been for me, and, don't forget your umbrella or nothing on your way out the door. Okay, he has a treasure chart for us still. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You want to play or what? Okay, we're still in hell. We
what
got
do
a
you need to
treasure
beat?
chart to get.
What do you mean we're still in hell? I want to leave.
We're supposed to beat 11.
No, we only have to beat 24.
No, just hang on.
We just have to win the game.
Yeah, but winning the game requires
Sploosh.
horror.
Splurge.
Blur.
This is gonna be burned into my brain. I will hear this in my nightmares.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part is you just know that he is making those sounds diegetically.
Yeah.
He is saying kaboom.
And splurge.
Increment kills.
Yeah.
He's commenting on his use of the tool.
Oh shit. Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
We have to get all of them. We've lost. Let's see if it will even hit it. If the tool will even hit it in this configuration. Nope.
Love that.
Alright.
We have one
So-
more try, and then we'll be free from hell, whether we win or not. Is the
Oh.
game throwing us a bone again?
Not a full line though. That would have been sexy, but no.
I can't believe this is basically how we're ending this stream.
Yep.
It's the sploosh guy. The French sploosh guy.
I love this guy. This is such a fun character concept.
He is very funny. It's
It is
just
a
his
fun-
minigame is trash.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And
Could be
is
worse.
I've watched loads of like Wind Waker randomizer speedruns, so I just like, and obviously the speedruns are way quicker and more confident with it. So I like getting to this minigame on the stream did awaken for a moment the just brief primal memory of rapid fire sploosh 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 kaboom.
That's funny.
So just get it. Nope, never mind.
To play devil's advocate, Breath of the Wild isn't the only game that has quests like that. Many games that have quest-like systems, many, and I mean many RPGs do the fetch quests that are tedious. Fuck Sploosh Kaboom, all my homies hate Sploosh Kaboom. I love Sploosh Kaboom.
I guess we're not homies. Side note,
I will
it's not
say
that there are
I'm
quests.
tremendously aware of how RPG quests work. I've done every quest in Xenoblade Chronicles 1 multiple times.
You're so virus-pilled and disease-core with that one.
What?
What?
You're just diseased.
No.
You have rashes.
Stop.
And it's
please.
Xenoblade.
Oh, okay, that's at last.
But anyway.
Yeah, no,
wasn't it you?
it's me.
I thought.
I mean, if you have rashes, let's talk about it as like a friend group. I think
No.
He's calling me disease-ridden for having an autistic special interest.
I was saying
Okay.
Let has scurvy and mange
Okay.
for doing all the Xenoblade quests because I'd also played Xenoblade 1 and just thinking about that.
You
scares
realize
me.
when I stream Xenoblade, we are doing every quest, right?
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna try.
Yeah.
I will inform you that will mean you will be spending a lot of time fine-tooth combing Alchemoth.
Yep.
Oh, how awful.
Anyway. But anyway,
I get to play a game and listen to my friend who loves the game ramble about the game while I go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
friends.
It
yes, I
sounds
know it
like
was Let's thing
torture.
originally, but I have also been inflicted with scurvy and mange.
Anyway,
But anyway.
Venomous, don't pay him any mind. That was at Let.
My
not you.
point is, yes, I know that those quests exist, and I honestly don't have too much problem with fetch quests on average. I think, for example, my favorite RPG is Dragon Quest IX. You guys will see it eventually when Cass frees me. And it has a good amount of that. Quite a bit. It's just that it also has quests that are fun. Breath of the Wild just forgot that part.
I mean,
Because like,
my
the
only issue with
quests
Breath of
are ever fetch quests.
My only issue
basically
with
all
Breath
the
of the
time.
Wild's quests is a good chunk of them have functionally no reward.
Yeah, because the economy in, Breath of the
No,
Wild is
because
completely
weapons are
fucked.
worthless.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like no item really has value? Because like, what would you want for a reward for a quest in Breath of the Wild?
One more thing. When you are out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, simply press up on the D-pad to open the chart and confirm your position. Now a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east.
We're going to Tingle Island.
No.
Not yet.
I would vote to go to Tingle Island.
Exactly.
Well, you're outvoted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, but this isn't a democracy, and all of our desires pale in might compared to whatever Cassandra wants to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, we're
Yeah,
gonna
the thing with Breath of the Wild is that they were never going to have a great quest system because they don't. It's impossible to really give good rewards for quests in Breath of the Wild. Now,
Let's see. I
that's
guess maybe
not-
I just like exploring around Hyrule and doing stuff in it. Yeah, no, that's totally fair, Sean. Speaking of Xenoblade, I do have that game, but I need to finish Dragon Quest XI first. My friend has been waiting for me to finish it. You do. Enjoy the game that would be less gay if the main character and his best male friend fucked. On screen.
I do love a story that's, like, would be less gay if it were explicit. Hello, Kingdom Hearts. Where did you come from?
Shout out to, at this point, the 7-hour Riku is Gay saga, because they have the main video essay, and then they have 2 different in addition videos, one of which breaking down Don't Think Twice, and the other one some other bullshit. It's on my to watch. During that week, the few weeks that I don't have class between spring and summer semester, that's going to be my class. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to take notes.
Where was I? I hope you all enjoyed today. I sure did. It's so nice to get to... Oh, what's this?
Tingle Island.
No.
Where is he? My man.
Your man is in... Your man will never show up. I refuse. I refuse. I have to
When
use
you
him to
run
100%
aground
the
of
game.
Tingle Island. What then? When you
I have
shipwreck?
to see him. I have to see
much
him
like
to
Odysseus.
100% the game, I know. But I refuse. I will put that off.
If I remember
will
correctly,
do it off
you have
stream.
to see him to beat the game.
Bitch.
No.
Yes.
You have to see him a lot to beat
Ow.
the game.
He has the Master Sword in his little
No,
thong.
it's a whole thing. We'll get to it later. But basically, for some endgame stuff, you need to pay him money to translate ski charts for you.
Exactly.
What is that?
He's your only friend in this horrible world. You must lean on him.
Oh,
There's a light here.
no.
Oh, what's that?
You
Don't
mu-
spoil
you
much
must
of the
seek
game for
succor
him,
at
guys.
Tingle's
Yes,
altar.
please. Let's try not to tell me too much going on. But that is unfortunate that to 100% the game I have to talk to Tingle a lot.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, both me and Let love lying. Big fans, known liars, about games.
As Mulch can attest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Mulch.
What? No, it was about Xenoblade.
We were talking about Xenoblade.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Did
about
we-
the Among Us yesterday.
Also
what's it
that,
to do with
but that's
lying?
not about video games. That's about one specific.
Life.
Like that's yeah.
Alright.
I
going
will
up
say,
here.
speaking of that, when you were lying after you had killed me, I genuinely had to take my headphones off. I was...
Unfortunately, it was what was required of me.
I'm so...
Get drowned in the sea! A child has pushed a monster to his death,
I'll be right back.
and thus become the monster himself. Anyway, I'm gonna clear out these pots and then
pleasant
save, and then we'll be done for the day. I hope you all enjoyed. Tune in Friday for something. Kingdom Hearts 3 is still on hiatus because with the heat, I have not had the motivation to turn on my PS4 and make my room even hotter. So that's still a ways out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week.